What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. We got, guest room's a little messy today. Sorry about that. We got Kona on the bed. She's stoked. She's ready to watch this stuff too. But, today, big plans. Big plans for today's live stream. Today, we're going to be rewatching Team Polaris versus Team WNO. So this one went down on Saturday from Ebbw Vale, Wales. And we're going to run it back and watch the whole thing so that, we can watch it together. We can talk about what happened. If you guys got questions for me or anything, I was there. I was Matt's side for this one. I got to watch this one in person. It was my first time going to a Polaris, so super stoked about that. So, I can fill you guys in on all the little behind the scenes details, the stuff that they won't tell you just from the broadcast. I can let you know what's really going on around there, But Team Polaris versus Team WNO squads, obviously it was a super sick event. Had a great time going out there. I thought it ended up being a pretty entertaining squads matchup as well. Kind of came down to like the last minute, but I guess maybe I shouldn't talk about the actual results or what happened too much in case you guys haven't watched it yet and we can just, watch it together. But go ahead and start popping off in the comments. Let me know who's in here, who's watching, where you guys were watching from. That way I know, what to say, what not to say, how to pander to you guys. And let me know if you guys are ready. I can just start pulling up the stream and we can start watching it. Whenever you guys are ready, guys just say the word. I'm going to sit here quietly until you guys tell me you're ready to watch or not. Just kidding, but I am going to try and make a little post on Instagram saying that we are live. We are live and in the flesh. What's up, Fraser Sinclair? Shout out South England. I was just in South Wales. We drove. Me and Reed were out there, and we decided to drive from... we flew from Austin to London, direct flight, and then we drove. We got a car and drove from London basically to like Cardiff. And we had to, drive on the other side of the road. That shit was nuts, dude. There was like, right when we got into the car, there were so many times where like, I thought Reed was just going to like send me into a wall or into a curb. And we did end up hitting some curbs, but nothing too bad. And there's only a few times where Reed would turn and he would go into like, the wrong side of the street. But then we would quickly correct, it's hard to break that mental habit and everything. Niched, I can't read that. Tuning in from Miami. Let's get it started. All right, Drew. And then Niched again from Cyprus. What's up, boys? Shout out Cyprus. The dude I used to train with, Jose Portillo, he moved to Cyprus and lives there now with his wife and kid. But all right, let me pull up the squads matchup. You guys think you're ready for this? Back roads are nuts. Can't even fit two cars down most roads, but they're still... Yeah. No, that was the hardest part, is just mainly like how narrow the roads were. Like you would have to like stop and wait for another car to like pass through before you could go down a street, even though it was like technically a two-way. The other thing I thought was crazy about the driving situation in Wales was parking. People park literally wherever they want. It didn't matter. Like they were just like pulling up on the sidewalk. They were pulling up into like grass. They were just like kind of double parked next to a car. Like, they did not care at all where they were parked. They just, like, literally anywhere you could put a car, if a car would fit, they would park it there. So, kind of respect. In some ways, respect. Like, if everyone could still get out and, like, not get stuck by someone else double parking them in, like, I'm kind of into it, dude. Just anywhere you can find a spot that a car fits in, you can have it. Like, there's some beauty to that. Let's go from Gilbert, Arizona. Shout out Grappling With Podcast. Everybody go listen to the Grappling With Podcast. Support our boy here in the chat. But let me get this going for you guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening.
All right. So Polaris 35 squads, Team Polaris versus Team WNO. A battle of the brands. You guys know what brand I'm cheering for, obviously. Gotta cheer for Team WNO. But this was a fun little thing to do. Also, let me know how the audio is. I figured you guys, sometimes you say, to mute it. Sometimes you say keep the actual match audio. So I'm going to keep the match audio, but I'm keeping it low so that I can talk over it, because then it's like commentators talking, I'm talking. I don't know. That seems like a bit much for me, but if that's what you guys like, that's what we'll do. See the boys coming out right now. Oh, Nish, you're from Belarus and live in Cyprus? Nice, bro. Look at the squad right there. We got Declan, Devonte, Lucas Lera, Chris Wojcik, Gavin and DeAndre, Corby. Just an elite row of killers. A little bit of match audio is best. Can you guys hear it, or is it too low? What was your favorite fight from the squads event? Dude, it's tough whenever like you're like kind of filming and it's all happening, you know, and it's like it's tough to like really take it in and process it. That's one reason I wanted to watch with you guys, is because I always try to watch these back where it's a little easier, where I can just sit and take it in, where I'm not like working and running around and trying to film stuff. Because it's like, dude, it becomes a blur when you're just like there doing everything. But I think my biggest takeaway, maybe not a match specifically, but my biggest takeaway might have been Owen O'Flanigan. I remember kind of walking away thinking like, holy shit, Owen O'Flanigan is the truth, dude. Like, especially because like you guys are gonna see it, but this dude can wrestle now. You're telling me Owen O'Flanigan's a wrestler now? Like, this guy was pegged as like butt scooter, leg lock, footsie guy, and he was just like, nah, I ain't that, you know? And now he's just like, the best wrestler out there right now might literally be Owen O'Flanigan, as we're like looking at the mats, which is nuts. But yeah, so here we go. We got the boys. We got the WNO boys. This was one thing I was thinking about, because obviously we're on the Polaris promotion. They couldn't have hooked our boys up with some like put some sponsors on there. Like if you look at the Team Polaris kits, they got all of the Polaris sponsors. Maybe they just didn't want to put like sponsors on a WNO kit because it's like they didn't know if we'd be okay with it. But yeah, we would have been okay with it, dude. Our boys look like rookies. Like we ain't loaded up, because if they show the Polaris crew, they have like sponsors on both you know, sleeves. They got sponsors down the back. It's like, let our boys get some love. But bro, I thought they were pretty cool. What do you guys think about the uniforms? Which do you think is sicker, the WNO Rashi or the Polaris Rashi? I'm sure they're gonna show here in a second. The Corby bros. DeAndre looking thick, huh? He looked like he got a little strong for this one. See, look at that. They got like the sponsors on the sleeves and stuff, all that, fully kitted up. I should have got like a little t-shirt press in the back and just started loading up our boys with a bunch of sponsors. Guard players showing off their top game recently with Levi and Chris Wojcik for sure. I feel like Levi is like this Polaris was a great example of his you know, evolution and everything. Like, I feel like he had been kind of starting to show off his passing and everything, but then this one, like, his passing was insane, dude. His passing looked so sick against Davis Asari, and so that was great. And then Chris Wojcik's an interesting one, because if you go back and watch some of Chris Wojcik's older matches, like, if you go back and watch him 2022 ADCC West Coast Trials, I believe it was, where he fought Cody Steele, like, first or second round, like, that match was like a wrestling match, like a scrappy wrestling match. Like, Chris Wojcik is a wrestler, but I think he just kind of got pegged as a leg locker only. And, like, maybe it was because some of his recent matches and CJI, he, like, strategically chose to kind of, like, go do the leg lock thing. But I don't know if he always was necessarily just straight up a leg lock only guy. And so I think he's been pretty conscious about trying to do more than that recently. Doesn't really want to have this narrative going that that's all he can do. But yeah, and now Owen kind of doing this as well. All right, sending the boys to the corners. Squads is just like a fun thing. Like, it's fun seeing everybody, you know, in the corner, seeing the whole crew there. I will say, like, the corners were so starkly different. The WNO corner was Greg Souders was kind of like one of the leads of it and everything, you know. He was kind of helping coach the boys, all that. And he's, you know, you guys know Greg Souders. He has like very precise instruction, very serious, you know, like very detailed. And then you contrast that with the Polaris corner, and it was kind of mostly led by Owen O'Flanigan, and his coaching style was mostly just saying, like, talking shit to the other guy competing or the other corner. Like, that was most of his coaching, was just like he would, you know, tell DeAndre to admit that he's tired during the round and everything, which was absolutely hilarious. But and then you have Mayum. Mayum, a little bit of the oddball out in this crew, I will admit. Oh, what's Owen doing, huh? He's doing like the like look maxing stuff or whatever. Oh, Gavin, okay, with the jawline. All right, Gavin. That's such a classic coaching maneuver. Yeah, nah, it is super classic. Just tell the other guy to admit they're tired. We got Kona in here too. She's kind of Kona. If anyone doesn't know, Kona's my dog. She's a little annoyed this morning. I didn't wake up early to go to the dog park. I probably should have even said that. And she has been sassy this morning, so she's kind of all up in my business.
Oh, so straight off the bat, we have a lightweight versus a heavyweight. Guys, first impressions, Declan Moody, the Who's Number One, a Grand Prix champion versus Mayum.
But all right, first match, we're getting Declan versus Mayum. Just a Declan, the reigning king of the 66s up to this point. Let's see if he can maintain his title. For anybody who doesn't know how squads works, I don't know how hip you guys are. Maybe kind of send some comments and let me know, how many squads you've watched, all that stuff, like how much you know. But there's 2 weight classes, minus 95 kilos and minus 80 kilos. Yeah, this is a rewatch, so. We're rewatching it. It took place this last Saturday. But 2 weight classes, minus 95 kilos, minus 80 kilos. Each team has 6 dudes, 3 from each weight category. And the way the scoring works is if you win by judge's decision, it's 1 point. If you submit your opponent, it's 2 points. And if you submit your opponent, but there's a weight discrepancy, like a minus 80 guy submits a minus 95 guy, you get a bonus point, so you get 3 points. And it's 2 halves, and basically each half is 45 minutes, kind of like how soccer works. And you can see that clock up in this top left corner right here. That just runs up during all the matches until it hits 45 minutes. And that's how the half is over. And then each individual match is 5 minutes. So you keep having matches until the 45 minutes is over, and the score kind of keeps accumulating. So that's a little bit how it works. Tommy said Declan just looks like an unathletic lumberjack. I mean, Declan's pretty athletic, but that's a fair. A lumberjack isn't inherently athletic, so I would kind of say that he looks like an athletic lumberjack. Declan looks like a lumberjack that is given a go at modeling. Like he's like a lumberjack that's like, nah, dude, I think I could be a model. That's what I think Declan looks like. He's like, nah, like a few people have told him that he's pretty attractive. He's like, no, like yeah, I could get a nice haircut and start modeling. You see your boy back there? What? Inception. Right? Not that ref. But right behind the ref. Look at me. I'm like, God dang it, ref. Yeah, just on the cusp. He's just right there.
Back in October of last year to win that Who's Number One Open Weight Grand Prix. Head back in the FloGrappling archives. Check out all that action.
Yeah, I'm getting really flattened out now.
I mean, just Declan being on top of you is got to be brutal. I rolled with Declan one time. I did a fix my game with him. It was pretty horrible. But he did show a lot of really cool stuff. That fix my game was pretty sick. How do you like the squads format versus quintet format? To be honest, I've always been a fan of both squads and quintet. There's positives and there's negatives to both. I think maybe this is recency bias, but I might be leaning towards the squads format. I like the aspect of how the clock is just ticking up, especially because like later in this one, whenever it's close and whenever it's really close and there's like, but there's like enough of a split where it's like some more matches need to happen. It's kind of like, oh my God, that clock is getting close to 90 minutes. Like we gotta keep this moving. And it's kind of like stressful in that way, which kind of it does induce a little bit of excitement. I think Quintet also does though have its own benefits.
Never quite the same position exactly, are they?
Yeah, and it also like
Mayum is a beast though. Dude doesn't get a lot of attention in the mainstream. Yeah, I feel like people know Mayum. Maybe not enough, but yeah, he is an absolute killer. He's got to be one of the most exciting dudes in the gi, and now that he's kind of started doing more no gi, he's been electric.
tactically it is very important to stay in the
Connor, what are you doing?
versus continually playing.
You chewing that bottle?
So failed kipping escape for McKinney.
All right.
Moody walks this mount up a little bit higher now.
I think Connor's chewing up a shaker bottle right now.
30 seconds to go in this first fight, and this is one thing that you'll get used to whenever you're, especially if you watch the prelims or something, and there's, multiple 5-minute rounds. These 5 minutes go very, very quickly, and it takes a little bit of adjusting to if you're used to watching 10, 15-minute super fights.
Declan just mauling Mayum in this one. But Declan's going to get the point for the win here, and then he stays out. Winner stays.
Time is ticking down here, and we're going to go through decision. A fairly
You guys are in this situation. Who are you sending out for Team Polaris to take on Declan?
more than likely going to take the 1-point victory.
And there's a 30-second break between rounds.
You do not get time to pick who comes out next.
They're not even waiting for the hand to get right.
Straight back in.
Shit, and that's all. It's minus 95 for Declan, minus 80 kilos for Mayum. I don't know what they actually weighed in at, but those were the weight limits.
Yeah, so now we'll get that
I would guess Mayum's like minus 70 kilos or something.
and like Taylor looks like he's warming up to go out. Often we see them not necessarily
Bit of gamesmanship.
come out when they do this.
And now representing
Sending out Taylor Pearman. So Taylor Pearman weighed in under 80 kilos.
He is going to make his way out.
So if he submits Declan, then that's 3 points for Polaris. That's like whenever you're like figuring out your team here, you need guys who are like able to cut down to minus 80, but are like big time submission hunters. Like Taylor Pearman at minus 80 is a great move. Look at that. Look at the graphics on this one. Oh, they took it away. I think we had Chris Wojcik went minus 80, which was like kind of a great play.
incredibly dangerous, of course, is ADCC European Troll to run all submissions.
Yeah, all heel hooks as well.
Yeah, pretty much with the same submission, I think.
And of course, Declan Moody himself, an ADCC Trials champion the same year, just for Asia and Oceania.
Yeah, Taylor reaching over to this grip, trying to tie up that arm.
Taylor Pearman is also like whenever he starts getting into a guard or something, like I feel like a lot of times he goes
80 kilos. So if
deep Delahiva, if I remember correct. But I don't know. I guess we'll watch it back and see. He gets so sticky with his legs and is just able to like constantly off balance. Like he's just always like
Great outing.
off balancing his opponent.
End of last year, obviously, Team Europe finding their way to victory in our squads tournament. He also appeared in CGI 2, defeating Giancarlo Bondoni.
Yeah, he's a big guy in himself, right?
Little throat post there by Declan, huh? Declan's not scared to throat post.
with a lot of momentum, he's really on the top of his game at the moment.
Get real, boys. Declan ain't afraid to throat post.
Pick for team captain for you.
No, I think he was last time as well, if I remember correctly. And
Yeah, he has been for all of them.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. They said that he's the only one who can do any talking.
Did you guys watch the event live, or is this your first time watching it?
So that's
Yeah.
why.
He's what he presented best on camera.
Well, we'll find out at halftime. We'll be getting a word with both team captains at the halfway point of this one.
Yeah, and do bear in mind, like, that who is team captain isn't just for show and to
Right,
interview.
if it's a draw, it
If it's
has
a draw
a
at the end,
lot of
The two team
importance.
captains will come down to a final match, the golden match.
Yeah, that'd be a great matchup as well. I'd really
Yeah.
like to see that one.
So Declan Moody, pressure on top again here as Pearman looks to tie up underneath. Very
Yeah.
tricky grip work here from the
He's
Englishman.
doing a great job,
Beautiful spin by Declan.
almost catching those legs. This is what we say, like,
That's right. Give him that Vader choke, huh?
First match, he's not as aggressive in what he's doing, and really it's Taylor who's pressing the.
Sorry, boys. Sorry about
When you
that.
look on paper, we're talking about in the run up to this, he is sort of the big name that you're looking and expecting to come in and put a lot of points on the board. They've sent him out early, and you just know, you can tell that he's going to try and rack up.
These boys laughing, huh? They're giggling during the match. Lock in. Lock it in.
Tom, everybody's going to lose at some point.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Lucas Canard a little while ago.
You have the same dialect as the Kardashians. What state are you from? I do not have the same dialect as the Kardashian Ozloka. I grew up in Kansas. I grew up in the Midwest, and I live in Texas now. Come on now. Don't be coming in here and saying I got the same dialect as the Kardashians. Doing me like that.
He's trying to be very aggressive in what he does, and it's naturally a more energy-dependent game as well.
Yeah, it's much harder to be.
Eric said I picked Polaris for the choice, but WNO still is the dog team. It's a bunch of dogs.
To actually be pushing the action and trying the pass, trying to catch things if you're in that top position, it is a little bit more fatiguing.
He's continuing to lean very heavily on Pearman here, and we've only got about a minute 20 left here, and not too many substantial moments in this one. A good off balance from Pearman.
It was fun being there and like being able to like back a team, you know, because like I went around and started interviewing people there, like the audience and stuff, and we would ask them like who they were cheering for, and it was essentially just every single person. Every single person was cheering for Team Polaris, like, and just like unashamed. They were like, "Of course we want Polaris to win. Why would we not?" And so I was like, "All right, shit, dude. Freaking, I want WNO to win. Screw everybody. I'm a WNO only." Which you kind of like. It doesn't feel like you like, especially in the media, you don't really get to just like pick a team and ride with them. And I feel like that made it very fun. Except there was one dude. There was one Welsh dude who picked Team WNO. He was the only one, and he said the only reason was just because he loves Chris Wojcik, and he thinks Chris Wojcik is going to kill everybody. And I was like, hell yeah, Chris Wojcik got them riders in the street. Tommy said, Trey, you guys got to come down to Patagonia, Chile, and do an event down here, do an outdoor event with the background of the Andes Mountain. It'd be sick. Yeah, I agree. That would be freaking awesome. An event with the Andes Mountains in the background would be unreal. So you're in Patagonia, Chile? That's where you live and train?
Is going to go to a decision. And this is the interesting thing, guys.
All right.
Yeah, he notched up a point by taking out a lightweight.
Declan racking up a couple points.
So realistically, it's all square.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is where, like, again, energy.
Where's Taylor Pearman going to get it?
Like, you know, wrestling, very, very hard work, right? And that's what we saw Declan do. A lot of that.
Declan, tired boy. Ooh, Taylor Pearman gets it. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how all of this played out, so.
DeAndre getting ready to come out, perhaps.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, Taylor, you know, he was playing mostly off his back. There was a few moments where he had to explode into position, but really.
Why did you end up moving from Wisconsin to Patagonia, Tommy? It's a crazy move.
So he may be, you know, a little bit better off than, say, Declan was at the start of his match.
So one apiece on the board here, and let's find out who they're going to be sending out next.
And now representing WNO, DeAndre Corby.
So DeAndre Corby, team captains up now. If it's a tie later on, we're going to get a preview of what match would decide the event.
And they must have trained together as well, because I know that Taylor was out at standard training, like in preparation for CJI, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, of course, he was on Team European,
Yeah.
Team American Misfits. Yeah.
Team America.
So it's interesting he's chosen.
And we got DeAndre, Taylor Pearman. These are actually both these are the team captains. Taylor Pearman's the team captain for Polaris, and DeAndre is the team captain for WNO. And I don't really know why they did that. Probably just because, you know, no one else wanted to do it or something.
Ended up getting knocked out in the first round of ADCCs for Mauricio and Trey, though.
Oh, the old Wives from Chile classic.
Who's number 131 against Diego in December, but unfortunately that match was cancelled the week of due to illness.
Well, he's already faced Pato in the Zapatero Invitational, correct? And I think he ended up taking him out in a very close match in the
Yeah, he
final.
took 100 grand
semi-finals.
home for winning that tournament.
Yeah. He took out a lot of good guys. Josh Serrano's was another one that he ended up beating.
So Pearman looking to play from the bottom here again. Very much is his game.
Yeah, really nice destabilization.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have got very prevalent leg lockers. We'll talk about Chris Wojcik, I'm sure, when it comes to it on Team Who's Number One. But Team Polaris stacked with folks who are going to go after the legs here. We know that's Flanagan's game. We know it's Canard's game. Somewhat Owen Jones. Obviously Taylor Pearman as well.
Yeah, I really like that little off balance that Taylor's doing. He's stretching out almost like in a
All right.
either position to recover his inside leg.
Sorry, I was distracted and not giving you guys my full attention. I was typing something. Oh, good one, Armazamedorio. Good one. Ha ha ha.
Nice job of just removing Taylor's frames and keeping that pressure down towards him.
Thanks to our sponsors, Warrior Crunch protein bars are available on Amazon or in every local Asda store now. Thank you for their continued sponsorship here at Polaris.
Look at these little roly-poly boys. Dude, Euro Trials is coming up too, so
Taylor, just using that
you know,
grip.
Taylor Pearman, all these guys, these European dudes, they're gonna be back in action. I can't remember exactly when European Trials is. Let me look it up real quick for you guys.
What are some of the keys for the man on top?
Go to my secret files that you guys aren't allowed to see.
Turn the tide in his favor.
February 14th and 15th, ADCC European, Middle East, and African Trials.
Kept removing the feet and then
So February 14th. They're doing it 2 days.
Lots of nice ankle control
Wow. They're doing it, if this is correct, February 14th and 15th.
in the inside of the legs. And
They're doing a 2-day
for me, I feel like
European Trials. I got to find out if that's true or not, because historically they've always done European Trials as 1 day. And it's just a grueling ass day.
one good bite.
So, you know, big up for the Europeans.
Something like that, then it can really shift how this match is viewed in the judges.
Oh, y'all got jokes in the chat, huh? Oh, y'all got them jokes.
As we saw in the last one big
Clean it up, boys. Clean it up. And ladies.
middle right now.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see as well. Give them a little bit more space to move. And particularly as they're in a relatively open position too.
I see that back step attempt there.
A lot of combinations.
Is there a jit scene in Africa outside of South Africa?
Well, we heard
I mean, I'm sure there's something, but I'm not super hip to it, to be honest. Maybe Morocco? I think Morocco has some stuff because, or at least they do like a camp in Morocco.
In the play for any big
Ferris is Moroccan.
close pass, a sweep could
Moroccan and
decision.
DeAndre is doing a really
British,
good
I
job
guess.
from side to side, and like we said, keeping those feet off him the whole time.
I feel like Egypt has some jiu-jitsu.
Oh, he's got a leg drag here.
Yeah, he's in a great position now. He's anchored to that upper body, collapsing those legs down. It's only the underhook of Taylor Pearman that's preventing the pass now.
And I think that is a secured pass there. And
Yeah.
for my money, that's going to be enough unless something else happens right now in the other direction.
I mean, even if Pearman retains,
Hey, don't you guys promise not to? If I tell you something, you guys promise not to tell my mom.
Tricky to do. Unless he can
I need a written agreement that you won't tell my mom.
I think DeAndre's doing a really great job.
I'll tell you if 3 to 5 people agree, I'll tell you guys a secret.
Oh, he's got a good grip here. 12
Sitting
seconds.
back.
Going to sit into it.
Oh, just slipped out of his hands there.
Oh,
Imagine how nuts it would have been if DeAndre submitted Taylor here.
the last 5 here.
Reed said, who built the pyramids?
Will certainly secure it. The team
What do you guys think? Let's get into conspiracy land here.
So in all likelihood,
Talk a little conspiracy. I know jiu-jitsu guys love that shit.
one more point on the scoreboard.
Mom is off the
3
table.
minutes in. 3 draws still
All right.
half
I
hour
hope you're saying that you won't tell her.
half. Then another
There's a little bit of weird phrasing by you, Grapple with Podcast. I don't know what the hell you're thinking, dude, but be careful.
From WNO,
DeAndre with the dubski. I gotta track the scores, how many points each guy scores throughout this as well, because me and Reed had a little bit of we had a competition, so I gotta figure out who actually won that. I'm worried
Lucas Canard
it might have been Reed who got the dub this time.
Lucas Canard has been on several runs in the squads format. His guard has proved incredibly challenging
Now
to pass.
representing Team Polaris, Lucas Canard.
Yeah, this does represent a high points chance.
All right, Lucas Canard going out there now. I got a secret for you guys. I got some inside scoop for you guys about Lucas Canard. His guard is impossible to pass. Absolutely impossible. A Candy colored clown. Hard to hold back the mom jokes. Okay, A Candy, you're gonna come in here. You haven't said nothing up to this point, and now you want to make the mom jokes. All right, that's how you roll. Okay, I didn't realize it. Okay, you know what I mean? So it's like that. All right, I thought we had a good thing going here, me and you guys. You know, I thought we had a good thing. I thought we had something real. I thought we could have had something. Now all we got is Brokeback Mountain. You guys didn't expect me to drop that quote, did you?
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about Lucas is actually a pretty good wrestler as well.
You should see it.
When you cannot pass, get the bag. I'm a level with you, brother. I don't think that's possible either. I think, like,
Yeah, I mean, he's really
just wait. You'll see.
straight away. Like, this is such a different,
No pun intended.
different like.
Yo, Trey, can you give a shout out to my boy David Chang, a.k.a. Asian Dave BJJ? He wins every leg lock shootout. Every single one.
It's funny, Canard actually.
Kellen, send a link. Send a link right now. I want to see proof that he wins every leg lock shootout. We'll watch it. We'll take at halftime. Send me a link and we'll watch Asian Dave win a leg lock shootout. No, Lucas didn't sub nobody yet. But you like you'll see it because I mean, I don't want to spoil stuff for you guys. I guess I need to know where's the line. How much do I spoil? How much do I wait for? But Lucas's guard is, dude, it's nuts. I mean, so much respect for his guard, like it's crazy. Lucas has those Lachlan Jedi guard tricks, 100%, dude. Like, there's points in this squads where he just will like basically puts his feet behind his head. I don't know how else to say it, and then just like it's over with. Like, ain't nobody touching that.
You think sometimes someone maybe a little bit less experienced, a little bit more gun-ho is going to dive on something. You know, even coming
Lucas Canard, also super nice dude. I've only talked to him a little bit, but super cool guy. I'm a big fan of Lucas Canard. I will say, if I had to give one small thing, I want to see like what Lucas can do with this guard. Like, a lot of the times it feels like, especially in this format, and it's like it's honestly really good for this format. Like, even Owen O'Flanigan, because that dude is just like doesn't have a care in the world. He just jokes nonstop, like freaking always taking the piss out of the boys, you know. But he even said like, bro, Lucas Canard is a cheat code in squads. We send him out there, and he runs 20 minutes off the clock easy, racks up some points along the way, and then it's like, you know, it's like clock management in like football or something, you know, football, American football, the only football. No, I'm just kidding. But and he just, hey, what's up, girl? Connor's barking back here. But he just like insane clock management person to have on the team. But like I want to see that guard start firing. Like I know he gets submissions. Like he submitted Taylor Pearman at the last squads actually. I just wanted to see more of it, you know? Hey, one second. I gotta talk to this girl, Kona. Yeah, I remember when he submitted Victor Hugo. Like I said, he can do submissions. I just wanted to see it live and in the flesh at this squads. Because he can, and it's unreal, you know? I want to see more of it.
interesting question, of course, is who are they going to send out to try and take out Lucas?
But yeah, I think he was doing what like he needed to do for this team and just racking up points and just like, look at this, dude. His guard is so unreal. Lucas Canard, does he have the best guard in jiu-jitsu right now? That's the question I pose to you, gentlemen. And please discuss it in the chat right now.
What's up, bro?
Something stuck under here?
You can go back to it now. So, Chris Wojcik, they've had a match before. It went to a draw because they
Get up on the bed.
tried to play the leg game the whole time,
Come here.
and it kind of stalemated a little
Sit.
bit.
But I mean, again, that might be an interesting match in this situation where it's a
Good girl.
slightly different rule set.
All right, I'm back.
How Lucas does just tie up both legs and destabilize people so well.
Relax with the best guard stuff, sir. How dare you? What? How dare I? No, mine guard is better. No, it's not.
Lucas clearly
You don't think Lucas has the best guard? Who like, I know there's some really good guards like Lachlan, Levi, top of mind right now, you know. Dude, Lucas is up there. Like Taylor Pearman has a pretty unreal guard. But I do think Lucas is up there. He cut his finger or something? Yeah, Reed's right. In terms of impassable guard, he might have... Dude, you guys know who has a sneaky unpassable guard? It's not even that sneaky, actually. Bebeto Oliveira. Bebeto has an impassable guard.
2 all on the scorecard. And it looks like it might be Corby number 2.
But no one really likes guard players. Like, deep down, if you think about it, no one likes guard guys like zero. No one. Nada. No one. Yeah, Diego Pato. True. I don't think that's true that no one likes guard players. I think that's a narrative that people run with. I think the guard is the essence of jiu-jitsu. Like when someone has a really sick guard and they use it offensively whenever they kind of attack from it, like the guard is awesome.
Number 130, they fought in October of last year.
Hey, Kona,
Could see that
you
rematch
can't
on the
just
start
chew
of the
that
race.
up.
He's got Lucas Canard in front of him here. Does the Nogi Pans champion?
I'll be right back. I'm going to leave you guys unmonitored for a second.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but
Levi's the best guard, now the best guard passing.
forcing,
Are we just talking about impassable or all-around guard? I don't know. I guess a little bit of both. Grapple with podcast. Put some names out there. GDP. I'm gonna call you GTP.
I mean, this is kind
Put some names out there, GDP. Who you're looking at? Whose guards you're watching? And everything.
last run when he went
Mika's guard has to be one of the most dangerous. That's a good point. Mika is just the most dangerous. Hey, I'll say this: we do Team WNO versus Team Polaris again. Mika's got to be on the team. Mika's holding belts for WNO. Mika's been holding it down for a long time. We gotta get Meek out there in this. He would come in under 80 also, so he could just, Meek can submit anybody. We send Meek out there, things might be different, bro. That dude might be squad wiping. But also, Team Polaris was supposed to have Mateusz Jasinski. He had to pull out. Mateusz Jasinski is a dangerous-ass dude. I think the last squads, he submitted, maybe 5 in a row.
It's really difficult to get properly ahead.
Yeah, we talk. One of the things we talk about, it comes up more after the fact, is points difference.
Imagine telling your date I do BJJ, and someone robs her bag, so boyfriend jumps on his back and starts crawling, saying, "Let's go." I mean, I just don't think that would happen, but it would be hilarious. That'd be really funny if someone did that. 1 second. I'll be right back. You guys hold it down. Who am I putting in charge?
And you have 1 or 2 who tend to streak.
Armaz, you're in charge. Armaz is in charge.
So sometimes it can just be how little can you cost your team in the loss.
What are you doing, girl? You can't just chew this up.
It's incredible flexibility, mobility from Canard off the bat there. You just don't expect it from a man of his size.
Yeah, I mean, his retention is really nice. Like the way, Gavin did a good job of getting around the legs, and then Lucas just inverts. But he inverts with his hips so low as well. It's very difficult to get underneath him.
And it's always with a threat.
Yeah.
So because he always essentially inverts and threatens, it forces a retraction from the passer.
I mean, that was beautiful. Gavin went to the leg drag. Lucas immediately inverted on the leg and then starts to tie it up.
Lucas is not the biggest of under 95 or 6. He typically competes in under 88.
Does he really? There you go. He's a little bit of
All right, I'm back. Were you guys
Canard and the corner.
behaving while I was gone? Yeah, Mateusz was supposed to be on Team Polaris. He's had to pull out. I think he just has a lot of injuries or something. He seems to pull out a decent amount.
It's certainly a counter-attacking game, but it's a very effective one.
Yeah. Yeah, but he just needs that one moment to latch onto something and suddenly they're defending.
Levi, Mika, Owen, Woj, not as tested, but Tynan. Yeah, those are all great guards as well.
Have that level of dexterity, right? To be able to just kind of grab legs go right behind the head.
Yeah, Reed has a good point. Dude's made of steel. You don't think he would just lay out a rando? Lucas Canard would do whatever he wanted to a random dude who stole his girl's bag. He would literally do anything he wanted.
Little people are just little at the end of the day. There's not that much mass behind them. Whereas someone like Lucas is a much bigger dude.
Look at that. Look at that. Everybody coming together in the chat. This is the part I meant though, where I don't think he can take his back either, bro.
Taylor earlier, but Canard, I I think it's just it is a little bit more of that.
Yeah, they just use guard for comp.
Ability that he's able to invert more and then attack.
Yeah, there's always like a weird discussion about like
Immediately.
what would a guard player do in the streets or something, but it's like, bro, they use guard because it's competition. That's like they're playing the sport of jiu-jitsu. Outside of that, it's like Lucas Canard, he might not even use jiu-jitsu. He might just like straight up box a dude's chops. He might three-piece him, you know, and knock him out cold. Lucas Canard's like that. Put some respect on his name.
Not necessarily always Canard's. It's a counter attack.
Yeah, it's a counter attack, but when you're the that's the advantage of being a guard player, right? Is that the person on top is the one who sort of.
Yeah, Corby snuck a little one in there, huh? Corby getting a little freaky deaky with it. Getting a little freaky nasty. Curious how Dorian Oliveras would do against Lucas. Yeah, I don't know. Might honestly be similar to one of the Corbys in this setting. It's a good question. But here's Lucas getting a little look at like some bolo action. Look how big Lucas Canard is. Lucas Canard is a huge dude also.
Was Canard who initiated the action in that one?
Yeah. Oh, and at the dying seconds, Corby almost
Time.
back.
Interesting. I genuinely could see that one going either way. I'm not sure who.
I think it's tricky with that last,
Yeah,
last 20
I
seconds.
think a slightly easier decision without. I mean, the last 20 seconds, the last 5 seconds.
I was being general.
That's a.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision from Team Polaris,
Lucas Canard getting another dubski here.
Too late there.
Now who are we sending out? Who's WNO sending out? Lucas versus Dorian. Let's run it. WNO.
And he is looking tired. I wonder whether they're going to whip out the.
Quick little water. They're going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, I mean they do have that.
They also each team gets a timeout. Looks like Chris Wojcik
Seconds, I believe.
getting the shorts ready. Was that Chris? I think that was Chris. Or no, it was Lucas Lera.
Nothing. It does look like Lucas Lera is going to be the next man out for team who's number one.
representing WNO.
They're sending out Lucas Lera. We got a Lucas versus Lucas match. I hope Lucas wins.
Polaris timeout.
There you go. Good call, guys. Timeout taken. Lucas Canard's going to get a minute and a half to recover here. And good on them waiting till the last second.
Little Asian don't have the ankle.
I mean, I do wonder whether
Chill,
he's
bro,
gonna
chill.
take the timeout so he can put a new contact lens in.
I did wonder that as well.
Laying on your back pays the bills.
See it again.
Can't deny that.
Let's see. He's facing Lucas Lera.
Sorry to flex on you guys, but yeah, I got that Fiji water. Come on now, it's like that. I got that Fiji water.
Worlds as a brown belt.
Yeah, and he's
Don't hate the player, hate the game, because I got that Fiji water. You know what I'm saying?
see Lucas. Team WNO cannot allow Lucas to rack up a massive run, and I think
Can you use smelling salts between rounds? Yeah, I guess probably so.
get on him early. He's going to really push the
I don't know if anyone's tried it, but we'll try to introduce it for the next one.
Lucas doesn't have a huge particular.
Yeah, some of these matches were super hard to judge. I would not want to be a judge in this setting.
It's a whole different ballgame.
All right, Lucas Lera versus Lucas Canard.
Who's number one before? 2 and 1 in those. Last time out, who's number 1 at 29? Took out Sean Yadamarco.
The WNO boys, they were pretty serious, though, to be honest. Like, they clearly wanted this win. I think the Polaris guys also wanted this win. I think it's a big deal for them to beat WNO,
Way.
kind of representing, you know, representing Europe and Australia, kind of a little bit more of the underrepresented side of grappling, where Team WNO is a lot of guys who live and train in America.
Last WNO, he's gonna
They've been on, like, you know, the biggest promotions quite a bit. So I think Polaris wouldn't have told you this. You know, they were trying to play it coy. They were trying to play like they didn't care, like they were just making jokes the whole time. But I think they cared. You know, I think this meant a lot to them.
if you can lift up
Is this happening live, like the matches? No, this is a replay. This happened on Saturday.
last match, but if you can force Canard off of his back into a turtle position, that's going to be a good opportunity to perhaps jump onto the back and just get him out of this defensive.
Almost like Lera's trying to force some sort of twisting footlock. So
Connor's just mean mugging in the background, dude.
Scramble maybe to jump on him.
She's not into it.
Lots of wrist control here, trying to bring the legs across.
that kind of pressure.
Little Aoki,
A little bit into
little cheeky Aoki.
pushing forwards. He's not able to get strong entanglements if the person is like backing away from him. But if they keep pressing forwards, you know, he's switching between the legs and the hips. And here you
Look at
see
that,
it.
all the way underneath.
Going into the bolo here. Dude, there's something sick. I love a no-gi bolo. There's something cool about it.
To take advantage.
Yeah, he does a really nice job of not overly being over-aggressive as well in those situations. Like, you know, he had a pretty good bite on the hips, but didn't over-commit to it, didn't waste too much energy.
That was a great block from Canard
Yeah,
there.
he
Just
grabbed
put his
the
hands
ankle.
underneath him and posted on the shins. Yeah.
I see what you mean by you were expecting more attacks from Lucas. He was playing strategically more for points. Yeah. Yeah, no, and it kind of made sense whenever I talked to Owen O'Flanigan and stuff afterwards, and he was just kind of saying, like, nah, that's like, in this rule set, that's what Lucas is great for. Like, he's going to rack up the decision points, you know, and he's going to run so much time off the clock. I think, honestly, that's something where the Polaris squad had a lot more of an advantage versus the WNO squad. A lot of these guys have done multiple squads events at this point, so they understand the strategy behind it. They understand kind of like how to game the squad's format a little bit more, and like a big part of that is controlling the clock. So it's like if you're accumulating points and you're the one who's kind of like controlling the clock, like using a guy like Lucas Canard to kind of run up that clock, because right now you can see it's at like 27 minutes, and so 45 minutes will be halftime. Like that is that's like a good thing in this rule set to put your squad ahead.
You can count that with, you know, sort of higher on the judges' score, whereas right now, I think that little bit of that fatigue.
Yeah, see, now you guys are getting it. Now I feel like you guys were
Very early, so
you didn't agree with me to start about Lucas's guard, and now you're kind of getting it, dude. This dude's guard is unreal.
you know, Canon's looking a lot more defensive than counter-attacking right now.
true.
That's what I'd say.
I will agree with you there, Dan.
A lot of attempts.
You think Dorian could pass Lucas's guard? Really? How do you think he could pass it? Just like his relentless side to side, and he'd find an angle, eventually go north south, or what?
Matches go fast.
Yeah, I mean, we're already 28 minutes.
I don't think we saw it, but Declan versus Lucas Canard would have been interesting also.
Nicely retracted.
Obviously, Declan has some of the best passing. Dude, the other thing that's interesting about this is sometimes you get a guy whenever he's 3 matches deep, you know? So it's like he's got low HP. His health points are low, you know? So a lot of times you can send a guy out whenever someone's kind of tired, already won a few matches in a row, and then you're going to be able to do something you wouldn't normally be able to do in like just a straight up, you know, match. I think that's kind of a big part of this. Like Dorian, if you send in Dorian now, once Lucas has been out there for 3 matches, like, yeah, there might be a better chance he could pass.
The wrecking ball pass.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's one of the names of it.
It's a beautiful pass.
Positioning and flexible. With Gi, I kill his guard. No Gi, a little bit more difficult. No way, Armaz. You're not passing Lucas Canard's guard, dude. Get real. I don't believe it. Yeah, that was Declan for the first match. Yeah, he was tired.
Now he starts to
For
up
sure.
the intensity a little bit. Just 25 seconds to go.
I mean, he's sort of trying to say to Canard, you can't.
Armaz, send us some match footage, all right? If you want us to believe that. We'll watch.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job. Nice job from Canada, and he's gone past the knee line this time. But excellent spin.
Yeah, still retracted pretty early.
Oh, he's got a good pin here.
And I think Lera's done enough
Yeah.
to take the decision.
Boom.
I'd be surprised if Canada gets that one.
Lucas Canard is smoked right there, bro.
Does think he's done enough. He raises his hand.
He's smoked.
Once again, Cannon putting in a great performance.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he ends up +1 on a point differential if he drops a decision here. So
Lucas Lera got to be getting the dubski here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision from WNO.
I kind of faintly, there we go. I faintly remember all the results, but I don't fully remember all of them, if I'm being honest with you guys. But that ties it back up, 3-3.
It looks like his reward is
3-3, 15 minutes left in the half, so barring submissions, that means there's going to be 3 more matches.
So 2 from the heavyweight class.
Now, please welcome from Team Polaris, Owen O'Flanigan.
So far, the leading scorer up to this point is Lucas Canard. He's got 2 points for his team. And then Declan, Lucas Lera, DeAndre, 1 point each for WNO. Lucas Canard 2, and then Taylor Pearman 1. What's up, Jocelyn? Shout out Jocelyn in the chat. Jocelyn, you got to get on squads. If we put together a female WNO team, you want to represent Team WNO for a squads?
Yeah, I was backstage when we were all getting ready, and
Oh,
they're dressing room, they're beautiful.
And that was the craziest moment at this event, dude. That was insane.
Oh, and he's got it quick.
And he could switch to a triangle if it doesn't work.
Let's take it back.
Big squeeze from Owen O'Flanigan.
On that front headlock.
I mean, this was crazy. I was worried for Lucas Lera's health. He said he was fine. We talked to him afterwards. He said, no big deal. Dude, they spin 5 times and then straight to the head. That was absolutely nuts. And he's just on like a Ruotolotine right here.
Big squeeze from Owen O'Flanigan.
And Lera's just walking
This
the
was
ground,
crazy.
create some space.
The thumbs up. What a G, dude.
Back in, switch into the armbar potentially.
Oh my gosh, that was so nuts. Shout out Lucas Lera, just an absolute dog. He just ate that shit, bro. Didn't care at all.
Lucas feels a little bit wobbly after that. His
Yeah, his head bounced off the ground.
Yeah. Well,
I said, nah, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it.
pretty much the most
I'm a dog like that.
of anybody on the card here at Polaris.
I mean, he might have
And then here we go, Owen O'Flanigan. He wanted this wrist snap so bad.
7 Polaris matches, and then squads he's had another 10.
yeah.
Owen O'Flanigan's wrestling is the truth. Oh, he tried the wrist snap, but Lucas Lera was a little hip. Lucas Lera was a little hip, huh?
Owen's always fun to watch. That's the one thing about him, you know.
You can't just aura farm like that. You know what I mean? Hitting the freaking wrist snap on the WNO boys. Come on now, Owen. That was a bit cheeky, no?
Lucas.
Oh, straight sits back on.
It was like one of those sketchy carnival rides that you spin around until you vomit. 100%. He got the tap there. Shout out Owen O'Flanigan. Let's rewind it for the submission.
That's the first speed.
Like it was actually a beautiful counter from Lucas.
Just jumps right on it.
Sits back onto the leg there.
He has a
Straight ankle belly down. Dude, Owen O'Flanigan's the truth, dude. No denying it.
2 points for
Let's go, Jocelyn. That female squad's Team WNO, you know, have your phone ready. We'll be calling you.
Here's that first throw by guys.
Are you using Gen Alpha slang? Come on, you guys know I'm like that. Come on, you guys know I'm hip to it.
Gonna feel that in the morning.
Here's the
straight
finish.
into like a lateral knee bar finish.
Yeah, the pressure. It looks like a footlock, but that's coming on the knee. That sort of.
He was
lateral
cooked, huh?
pull, absolutely brutal.
But all right, first submission of the event, Owen O'Flanigan.
Submission from Team Polaris.
Let's go, Jocelyn. What do you got coming up, huh? You competing anytime soon? Got any matches? Getting ready for the next trials?
Now let's welcome
When can we see you again?
WNO Devonte Johnson.
So guys,
And now we're sending out the freaking tank himself, Devonte Johnson. Bones, baby. You ain't doing that to Bones now, Owen. All right?
Devonte Johnson.
Owen got cheeky with it, you know?
Standout for Team North America. Who's the
He was riding high. He was feeling like the man with that little takedown into a face plant. Got the submission. Feeling himself. Now look at him, dude. Just freaking wasting time. There's a mandatory 30-second break. Owen, you know, what was that? Like 45, 50 seconds right there? Slow playing it. ADCC Arizona and West Coast Trials. Let's go, Jocelyn. Good luck. We'll be watching.
Last time
Thanks for joining into the live stream. We always appreciate when you show up.
won the previous match. You know, who was the more fatigued of the two? Do we know?
Devonte had won it.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's
Now,
the thing.
Bones got a big dog him here a little bit. Get back for Lucas.
Never quite. It's
No,
never
they're
the
never the same
perfect
because
thing.
someone, unless it's the first round, someone is always.
He's got to show him a little bit of that big, strong American
Maybe
wrestling.
more matches.
I'm honestly surprised Owen's still wrestling. I'm surprised he's not just sitting down.
Nice
having
little
a bit of
fake
a
out
break.
pick.
Well, that's sort of the backup.
You know, Johnson, Nogi world champion, Pan Nogi champion as well.
He's a big guy, lots of weight cut to get to this
Pretty sure Devontae
division.
throws him into a table.
Actually, now that I look back at it, he beat
Drew said Owen doesn't tap him. You got to watch.
facing
What up, Sam? Welcome to the chat. We've been waiting for you.
He faced Santaria.
Dude, Owen wanted that wrist snap so bad. He was being a little too on the nose with it, to be honest. He just kind of spamming it over and over. He was really looking for it. You guys remember whenever Fabricio Andre hit that wrist snap at South American trials? He hit against a Peruvian guy. Sorry, Tommy. Chile's close to Peru. You know, I'm sure you ride with Peruvians. And He hit that wrist snap. That was one of the craziest takedowns at trials.
O'Flanigan.
I remember Owen Jones tapping a bigger guy. I just don't remember who.
Good techniques in the
You'll
wrestling
see.
now.
You'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a video of him training with Brandon Reed, who's like a very solid wrestler, like coming out of.
Devontae's obviously a huge dude. He had to cut to make the 95 limit. Owen O'Flanigan, sneaky big dude. Also, Owen O'Flanigan low key built like a Ninja Turtle. You know, he's got a little bit of that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle build, which is a good build. That turtle shell back. Shout out Charles Allen Price. You know, Charles Allen Price. He runs Trend City in London. Does a lot of the lifting with the Los Banditos boys like Ferris and Owen. That squad, getting those boys right, getting that wide back.
Yeah, I mean, how long ago did he cake fourth in ADCC? It was
2022.
Yeah, he's a completely different athlete at this point than that. Like he was very much
This Owen looks like Lachlan Giles mixed with Marcelo.
like straight arm bars.
It's a pretty good combination.
He's got a very much more
That is a pretty sick combo, to be honest.
Devonte's got to push this a little bit more. He's got to be,
Put him down, Devonte.
all to play for still.
Yeah, dude. Owen's a wrestler now. Owen's got good wrestling. It's crazy.
Devontae's got some
We can't be having the freaking the lads out there in London becoming solid wrestlers now. They might become too dangerous.
Yeah, the team, I keep wanting to call them Team America. Team Who's number one are calling
Hey.
for Johnson to push the
Connor's,
pace here.
Connor's barking at somebody.
A minute 44, a tricky one to pick.
It is,
so
yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah. A single takedown here can.
Oh, tried to
Single
throw
takedown
by.
here can take this, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it really can. I mean, even that sequence
Yeah.
where Owen like kind of lost his balance a little bit.
They both initiated something, though. That was the thing.
Owen's taking deeper breaths every time there's a break in action.
We only have Chris Wojcik coming up next from Team Who's
You're saying he literally looks like Lachlan mixed with Marcelo?
Yeah, but I mean, this is like Owen is putting into his. Oh, he's
Standing back up.
playing to the crowd.
Down south they wrestle, up north we fight. You're saying in England?
Oh, O'Flanigan stopped because it was the edge of the mat.
South England they're wrestling. North England they're fighting. What are you, a scouser?
40
I'm a
seconds.
scouser. I don't get knocked out. A little bit of that action.
He's on the single leg now, and this looks deep.
Yeah, he's going to get the pick up here. Is O'Flanigan going to wrestle? Or is he, oh, he wrestles.
We got to get Patty Pimblett on one of these.
The issue is that
That would be
he's not
sick.
able to do anything back. Like this is all
20
Yeah,
seconds to
Devonte
go.
doing the work, right?
One more. Of
I'm a
these.
scouser.
Tried.
I'm a scouser. We don't get knocked out.
I feel like
How's that
Devonte Johnson's not
impression?
enough here.
I would agree with you, Joe.
Rate that impression in the chat.
Closing seconds.
And that was a very
Devontae's taking that, yeah?
match for Devonte.
Yeah, well, Owen Jones, Santi Lilius is still on the Team Polaris bench.
See, this is where fatigue comes into it now. If Devontae gets the win here and stays,
Your winner by decision.
Tommy said subpar at best. Come on now.
Devonte Johnson.
So Devonte
But yeah, this is going to be... Now we got a tired Devontae. I think WNO is going to hit a timeout here.
personal rivalry now,
They're going to use one of their timeouts.
and he's got 30 seconds to recover. Now, do you send out Owen Jones, who has a chance, if he gets a submission, to score 3 points, or do you send out Santi Lilius, another heavyweight?
Well, who have
They have Chris
Yeah, England, no, but Manchester up north is where the boxer and UFC and kickboxing. Okay.
I think they send out Owen Jones.
yeah, I think Owen.
Timeout for Team WNO.
Oh, well,
I got a little cold coming on after flying back. You know, I gotta hit my vitamin C.
that's probably a smart decision.
Gotta take my multivitamins.
Big man a chance to rest a bit longer.
Try to overcome this.
It's only really going to be maybe.
They don't tell you about whenever you travel a lot for work and stuff. They don't tell you about how it's like you fly around and then you come back sick all the time.
Yeah, it does
I spend way too high percentage of the year sick.
We're going to get a shortened final match at the half.
Yeah.
But still long enough to score a point.
Yes. I love those little.
This is where you pull the Yo Romero tactic and stall looking for your inhaler. Yeah. Yeah, come on, Devonte. You don't got to go out there so early, bro. Stall it out. Stall it out, you know. You got to fake tie your shoes.
And managed to get the point.
Jumped into a mounted try.
Yeah. Forced Ellen to fight out.
All right, now they're sending out Santeri. Santeri is also a tank.
I think it was like 91 seconds was the match. So it was just long.
So we got a little bit of tank versus tank in this one. A couple big boys. An American big boy going up against a Finnish big boy, you know?
Another man with
Just a tatted up Finnish guy. Santeri got pretty cool tattoos, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, they did actually fight each other on the.
What do you guys know about tattoos? You guys tatted up in the chat?
Team Polaris, Santi, Lilius.
Wasn't that after Devonte had been on a few matches though?
Oh no, wait, he won. Sorry, he won. He beat. Sorry,
Yeah.
he beat Santeri by rear naked choke.
Wasn't that after Santeri had been on a few matches? though?
That's the thing. It's always different. Now it's the other way around.
Yes, Santeri had actually beat Mike Perez and Kieran Kitchuk.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you say, it's all to play for.
Devonte really, yeah.
Heavy collar ties here.
Chats for days.
Very, very
Prove it, Tommy.
experienced, very solid.
Hey, what are you doing, Kona?
Multiple time European.
Kona's out on the balcony just mean mugging anybody who walks by right now. She means business. She's the president of the Neighborhood Watch.
In 2022 to Lucas Barbosa round 1 and Gabriel Almeida in 2024.
It's a different game when you get to the worlds.
To the worlds. Yeah. Makes his home at his gym, Lilius Barnett and Costa del Sol in Spain, but he's actually from Finland originally, the 34-year-old.
Well, going for that like slide by, that shit just didn't move, you know?
In Clifton, New Jersey.
Devontae gonna push him into the camera.
Yeah, I think Devonte needs to keep his more
On this poll, you guys were riding with Polaris, huh?
running himself so close.
It's like that.
He's not really able to use that. Like he had a good 2-on-1 bite, but then couldn't finish
Nice
it.
shot there. He's got to watch the guillotine though.
Yeah,
Front headlock position for Devonte now.
I would not want to be in Devontae's front headlock.
Sink this position deeper and attack Anaconda.
No, definitely not unhooking that collar tie.
He's got the gable right by the armpit
Hands
here.
are connected. He could roll through here. Devonte looks strong. He's keeping the pressure on the head of Santeri. Going a little bit red here.
But like this is where it gets into one of those situations where it's like now
And he's sitting back.
you're just kind of watching both clocks, you know. Like if Devontae get the sub here, that's huge. That puts WNO ahead by 1, but also enough time to do a full match again, you know. But it's like 2 minutes 40 seconds left in this match, but also only 1 minute or 6 minutes left for the half. You know, we got to rack up some points here late. Like, you kind of want to go into half, not just ahead, but like with a little buffer. You know, a little buffer goes a long way. Not just for momentum, because both teams got to kind of go back to the warm-up area now, wait a little bit, figure out a game plan for the second half. But I feel like going into the second half of squads, if you have a lead, especially if you have like a little bit of breathing room on that lead, it kind of changes everything with how you can come back the second half and kind of strategize for that second half. Because the second half, like the first half, there was already some clock management, but the second half, like clock management, I feel like is a huge part of the second half. If you guys could build out your ultimate Polaris squads team, so 3 dudes minus 95 kilos, 3 dudes minus 80 kilos, what's the team you're putting together? Let me see in the chat what squads you guys are putting out there for Polaris. If you're the matchmaker, maybe put together 2 squads, you know. Let's go head to head. What kind of squad matchups would you guys want to see?
Minute and a half left, and I think this is anxious times for Lilius here.
I mean, I think
Avoid the the score being tied going into one final match.
Because like you need like big 80-kilo guys so that they can get the bonus point, but they're still like it's not like a small guy going up against a huge dude. And then you got to have some tanks too, you know, to just kind of freaking just kind of rack up some points that won't get submitted.
Yeah, but then they have a what? It's going to be 4-minute match, 3-minute match
Against Owen Jones, yeah. A 3-minute match, actually.
Yeah.
Devonte's just now starting to look.
If you're gonna have a match with Santi or Devonte, you gotta have a thick neck, bro.
Taking some big deep breaths.
I wonder if they're
You
thinking
gotta have a thick neck because
a fast-moving lightweight.
if not, them boys will just straight up break your neck with a collar tie. It'll be over before it started.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that submission attempt, absolutely.
Halftime, can't remember exactly how long it is, but halftime was basically there are two super fights for the halftime. So the Levi Jones-Leary match and then the Adele match, which the super fights are 3 5-minute rounds on Polaris. So basically like 30, 45 minutes halftime. It's like a pretty long break. The Adele match ended in submission in the second round, and then the Levi match went the distance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision from WNO,
Devonte gets the win. But now it's like, dude, so Devonte ties it up. 5-5 now. Dude is gassed, and you can see Owen Jones bouncing in the background. So now it's like,
Devonte Johnson here with the
from a strategic perspective, you got Devonte, an absolute tank, an absolute dog, but, you know, low HP, low health. Been just putting it out there for a minute now, racking up points, doing what he's got to do for the squad. But now you got a young, hungry, you know, mild psychopath in Owen Jones who loves nothing more than, you know, another clip for his Instagram going up against a low-health Devonte.
Cannot get submitted in this.
That's scary. That's good strategy, too, because if he submits him, he gets the 3.
He's getting on that leg straight away.
And Owen just coming out spazzing on it. Smelling blood in the water.
And Owen is
trying
very
to go to the
good.
back here.
Hunt in the back.
Can he get
Yeah,
the back?
chasing that back.
One
Sets
hook in.
one hook.
Just putting the pace on from the rip. He knows the situation. He knows what he's got to do.
Yeah. Owen Jones
Oh,
with
man.
still a lot of time to work here on the back of Devonte Johnson.
I mean, this is kind of a good position for Devonte as long as he doesn't get submitted. Because, you know, where do you go from here? You're going to keep trying to submit from this position. If he can just
Like, this is what's wild about squads. You know, it's not just that you see matchups you would never see before, like Devonte versus Owen Jones. But you see it in, like, wild ways where Devonte just had, what, like 3-4 matches?
Being mean.
And like he can just keep punching those arms underneath, being as heavy as possible.
How many matches in a row did Devonte just have? Someone let me know in the chat. I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Just because it's going to be so much harder for Owen.
I was trying to talk to you guys.
Mount this from the back.
Is this his 4th match? Yeah, I don't know how he locked a body triangle on him. That is actually crazy.
We've got under 2 minutes left in this one. Oh, I'd be irritated if I was Team Polaris right now.
Well, Owen wanted to move back to the center.
No, I know, but the pace with which the reset happened.
Yeah. This is good for Owen. He's opening up a little bit. Like he's not going to be able to force Devonte, but if he can catch him,
Yeah.
that's more than likely how he's going to get the submission. See, he's
Oh.
dived over.
This is his 3rd, so he won 2 in a row.
Minute and a half left.
Who'd he beat? Owen O'Flanigan and then Santi, and now he's on Owen.
Again for
He's
Owen
got to
Jones.
fight those hands. He can't allow the arm to get under the neck. But if he can stop that hand coming under the neck, I think
that's
he's in a
right.
good position to stall out the match.
Yeah.
And Owen just relentless.
You know, when Owen takes
Owen's
mount,
re-switching to the legs though.
when Owen takes mount and he's dismounted and Devonte wants him to hold the mount.
So if Devonte can last this, even though Owen's like obviously going to get the decision at this point, but that'll run out the clock.
Switching to the other leg.
Oh, but he gets the tap. Owen Jones submits Devonte. Let's go back.
The other leg. And this is a good position to stall out
So I remember in the corner they kept telling Devonte or Owen that he can just backstep into the legs, which he does right here. And obviously that was a good strategic move to just go into the legs. Like, it's going to be hard for Owen to submit Devonte from mount or even from the back. But he was able to get the heel. Submitted him right there. And that's such a huge swing. Like, talking about the strategic side of squads, such a huge swing for Owen to get the 3 points right there with 1 minute left in the half. So now Polaris goes up 8-5.
Man, it was a beautiful, like he dismounted or switched off the back, set up that leg, and then I couldn't even see how he got the finish, in all honesty.
No, he didn't quite have the angle from here, but
I'm not even sure if it was a heel hook or a straight footlock.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And just like that, dude, Owen Jones gets 3 points on the board. Becomes the new highest scoring athlete of the squad so far. Oh, look at that little celebration. Little short beast, short king.
I get an even shorter match now. 59 seconds.
All right, so now only 59 seconds left in the half. I don't believe. I think if it's under a certain amount of time, I don't know what that time is, then they don't judge it. So basically 59 seconds for this last match, and it has to be a submission for someone to get points. If it goes to decision, then I think the judges deem it there's not enough to judge on for only a 59-second match, and so it will be a draw if that was a cringy celebration. That was just kind of like a little joke celebration thing. Owen O'Flanigan kept hitting in the corner. I don't think it really showed him in the corner, but he was doing that after the Polaris guys won. Like I said, these Polaris dudes, they love jokes. They love bits. They're running some bits. Chris Wojcik coming out there. He knows the assignment. He knows he got to get a little sub here.
And he's very good when he gets attachments.
But he really does not have much time to work.
No, 15 seconds.
It's got to be a little weird for these dudes to compete together, you know?
Owen doing a good job just defending those feet.
Yeah, Wojcik has a great top game. We saw it against Oliver Tarza back in.
What's the best way to try and get one of our female purple belt competitors on the radar for WNO card? I mean, I think, to be honest, like, where are you guys at? GWP. So yeah, this one's gonna go to draw. Where are you guys at? I feel like doing like big events like ADCC trials, going on crazy runs there. But even like, you know, there's a lot of regional promotions on Flow as well, whether it be finishers or Long Island Jiu-Jitsu Network, like all kinds of stuff like that, where I feel like it puts people, Arizona, I feel like it puts people kind of on the map, you know, watching that stuff. All right, so going into half, it's Team Polaris with the 3-point lead. Josh Palmer there looking sharp as could be. Look at that. Got the pink pants on, the sport coat. Gonna talk to Taylor Pearman.
Quick word at halftime with both team captains here.
All right, we don't need to hear from Taylor Pearman right now. All right, so now the boys are going into halftime. So it's halftime. Team Polaris is up by 3. Huge swing, obviously. They're Drew, you're watching with a 3-month-old baby right now? That's awesome, dude. What do you guys think? Who's the MVP of the first half? Probably got to be Owen Jones, right? Owen Jones kind of had the biggest swing there, the most points for the boys. Let me skip ahead in this and find the second half. If you guys are Team WNO and your team, who's number one? Who you kind of sending out first? What's the strategy going into the second half? Canard set up a butterfly effect. All right, so I skipped ahead to the second half here.
Team who's number one is undoubtedly Chris Wojcik.
Look at Gavin being a silly goose right here. Mean mugging the camera, huh? Mean mugging it?
Where's the gamesmanship here? I mean, the freshest person on team who's number one is undoubtedly Chris Wojcik. He had 59 seconds worth of action in the first half.
Oh, flexing for the camera. The lads just letting them know the double bicep.
They're all being very friendly amongst between the two.
Oh, Declan said, "I got a little something for you too, huh?"
That's always the way with these
And Lucas Lera with the peace, peace and love, brother, peace and love.
Very competitive, but at the end of the day, everyone's having a good time.
So Owen O'Flanigan.
Oh, Gavin Aura farming again.
The Knott brothers Owen getting the only subs of the first half.
And now representing
They sending out Taylor Pearman first. Okay, so going into this one, the second half, there's some strategy involved also with the team captains. So Taylor Pearman and DeAndre are the team captains. And if the score ends up tied, like let's say it's 12-12 or whatever it is, you know, at the end of the time, the team captains will then compete in a super fight to decide the winner. So I think the strategy here is they're sending out Taylor Pearman early so that if it does come back around and he has to do the super fight against DeAndre Corby, then he's like had a bunch of rest and he'll be ready to go for the super fight. But jumping back into the second half here, we got Declan Moody going up against Taylor Pearman.
He's on the leg, but he's getting smashed out with that heavy crossface.
It's a great pass in position.
And Declan just putting on that big boy sprawl on him just right away,
Yeah,
Beautiful pass.
getting past.
So heavy.
Yeah, in the first
On the
40
hips.
seconds as well.
This is a great.
Who do you guys think? We talked earlier about best guards in jiu-jitsu. Who do you guys think has the best passing in jiu-jitsu right now? Do you think Declan's in the conversation?
A single separation on the scoreboard.
He's got to at least be in the conversation, right?
These three just to be drawing.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Declan's doing a good job. He's isolated that head and arm right now. He looks like he's trying to go.
He's got the hands connected, that Islam Makhachev style.
Yeah, the short.
and
and it's-
he's it looked like for a second there he was starting to apply it. He's released it, reconnecting here, and I think he's going for the sub.
Oh, he's got a
Does not-
big squeeze on here. Big crank as well.
Doesn't
Yeah.
look comfortable.
Oof, he's walking that hand up.
Taylor's using that kind of frame against the leg and trying to throw the legs over.
That Craig Jones
Yeah,
style.
that octopus position that we've seen him kind of do. You can see
it's
him trying
worked.
he's trying to elevate that hip up as high as he can. At least he's out of this position.
Dude, Declan should have just locked up a freaking
Grip, and he's still
rear naked choke grip on his stomach and just squeezed the life out of him from right there. How about that? Make me the coach. I can give strategies like that.
start trying to bully him.
Yeah, you really want a submission.
I mean, he has plenty of time to work. He's got 3 minutes.
He does. But what he can't do is he can't allow Taylor to regain guard. This is the most important thing. You know, 3 minutes in north-south, that's a lot of time. But if Taylor's able to get back into a guard, we know how difficult it is to pass. You know, that can take minutes to do.
Yeah, it looks he's very much isolating out that arm.
Trying to get that underhook.
He could
Set
be
up
doing
the Kimura.
yeah, that kind of Americana one where you bring the arm over towards the hip, step over
It's
the
a
body.
standard
Oh,
Kimura
going
set up
Kimura
here.
here, and he's and
See, I feel like another thing too is
forces back.
obviously you want to get the submission, you want those 2 points, but at a certain point too, it's like if you realize like, all right, maybe I'm not gonna be able to submit this guy,
Same thing again.
you got to worry about energy expenditure as well. Like you got to start thinking about like how much energy you're willing to spend
It's dangerous
trying to submit this guy
to sort of guard.
whenever you kind of have the decision locked up already. Like clearly Declan has the decision locked up, barring something crazy from happening.
Attempt somewhere.
And he's going to have to go out for a second match right away. So at what point, you know, should you start worrying about saving that energy for the next match? I don't know.
I think I know. I think I have a guess who they might send out against.
There's definitely some strategy and tactics involved.
Back into his guard.
Especially if Declan's going to be
And that's what we all love, right? That's why we all watch jiu-jitsu is the tactical stuff. It's not submissions. Am I right, boys and ladies? Am I right, boys and ladies?
always an edge. Well, minute 30 now with guard for Pearman to work.
Yeah, if you're moody now, you've got to go, okay, what's the chance of I get a submission here? If I'm not going to get a submission, I should probably
back.
try and rest for the next 90 seconds.
Yeah, it kind of does have killer pressure. I feel like Kynan gets mixed reviews.
Suspicion.
I think because Kynan will have some of the best performances we've ever seen, and then he'll take a loss, and then he'll have a crazy performance, and he'll take a loss, you know. I think sometimes people skew the perspective of Kynan. I think Kynan is not only one of the best grapplers on earth, I think Kynan is one of the most fun guys to watch. I honestly love watching Kynan compete. I like watching Kynan in the gi. Like, I remember 2021 IBJJF Worlds, watching Kynan, like, I was just kind of mesmerized by him. Like, he's just kind of like nuts to watch. He's so rock solid. I remember there was a moment where he was in like a headquarters and a dude had a collar grip on him and he just like pops it with one hand. And he was just like, holy shit, dude. Like, how did Kynan just freaking destroy that dude's grip so easily?
Going for that DOS again.
Yeah, Taylor just really trying to hide those elbows.
Kynan's headquarter passing is unbelievable.
10 seconds.
I think Declan's up there for some of the best passing, though. Obviously, the way he, outside passes right now. Dorian and Joe Chin, best passers right now. He has a good point. Joseph Chin might be best passer. Dorian has unreal passing, too. His passing is just relentless, you know? Joe Chin's got that high tripod passing. You guys ever played around with that high tripod passing? I think Declan obviously going to get the win here. But he does look tired. That's worrisome.
So they need to pull back 3.
So now Team WNO down 2.
Straight away they pulled back 1, so only takes a submission now.
Joe Chin's high tripod passing, like, it's such a weird thing, you know? It puts you in a weird spot where your hips are so high that it feels like you're not secure, but it's like if you do kind of get to that perfect little point on the top, like the crown of your head, you can just like float guards.
And you got to remember, he's in like almost the only scenario exists.
And they're sending out OJ, baby. They're sending out the short king himself, Owen Jones, against the freaking Australian mammoth, Declan Moody. Really awkward for me. I feel like I run into issues with their butterfly hook when high tripod passing. Yeah, for sure. No, it's like a weird thing. You got to kind of perfectly find that little point, you know? That point of balance where even if they do have the butterfly hook and they start trying to heist, trying to elevate you, you can kind of float it. But it's like a hard thing to do. I feel like, I'll be honest with you guys, I feel like it takes a lot of drilling to kind of lock in on that one. Eco versus drilling, I don't know where you guys stand. But, I don't know. I feel like that's one I got to drill. Obviously, you could figure it out, like in positional sparring and stuff going from it, but yeah, we got the Juice versus the White Monster right here. OJ the Juice.
I mean, he has the leg trapped up here. He's looking to isolate it.
The legs are trapped here.
Yeah.
Come on, OJ. You ain't snapping Declan's ankle. Declan's ankle is the size of both of Owen's arms put together. Get real.
He does that short footlock.
Yeah, you got to drill that one. If you're not using the movement, you have to drill it, dude. I agree with you on that one. Where do you guys stand with ecological versus drilling? You eco boys or you drillers? Or eco ladies? Someone left a comment on my last live. They said I was alienating the female audience by saying boys too much, so I'm trying to be more inclusive. I apologize for not being inclusive.
Let's be honest, he needs at least 2 wins in a row to keep his team in it. He's got to watch the arm.
Yeah, otherwise
Any ladies in the chat, say what's up.
all for none with 10 minutes taken off the clock.
Yep.
Yeah, really nice guard retention from Owen.
To be honest, though, after this Polaris, I want to work more of Levi's lateral passing. I do a lot of side-to-side passing and stuff, mostly in the gi, kind of with the pant leg, cutting an angle, going north-south. I like Declan's passing, too, where he kind of weaves the arm through and passes that way. It's pretty sick. But, yeah, watching Levi was like, man, this dude's so nuts. If I could just do everything Levi does, life would be okay.
Owen again. His transitions between the threats on the upper and lower body.
Halfway point in this this bout.
Drew, is your 3-month-old baby training yet?
Now,
Get that baby training. I bet your baby's got a crazy guard.
I wonder if they use a timeout.
Yeah, they have 100%. But I reckon if we'll talk about that a little
My only baby is little Kona.
bit.
Wow.
Moody's
You guys get scared? Did you jump?
Owen or someone.
Yeah, they're going to send out someone. They try and get a sub.
Yeah.
Not that Owen Jones isn't trying to get a sub, of course.
Yeah, of
but,
course.
He's only got about a minute and 40 left here, and these positions are getting a little bit deeper, and that's a
Pass.
Baby guard for the win. Exactly.
hit
Yeah.
for Rudy.
That was a beautiful little switch to the other side. And he's isolated the arm as well.
Got to watch the Kimura here. Already has
Declan just
the-
putting it on OJ here. Yeah, I got a business email.
But if he gives Owen,
Just hit me up on Instagram at OG Trey Robinson.
throw those legs back up.
I feel like that's an easier way.
Back to his guard.
When it comes down to it, I'm an irresponsible jiu-jitsu guy as well, you know. I got like
That's an interesting
thousands and thousands of emails I haven't read.
one. That leg-
Don't tell Flo
leg lock.
that I haven't been checking my work email. I check it every now and then. But yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Send a pic.
All to go for still.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like Owen had that great entanglement that he got right at the start.
I think Moody needs another pass and control to really secure this. And he's got 45 seconds to do it.
I don't know, guys. I think this is... Yeah, this is a tough one.
I'm not saying he's not winning this. I'm just saying that to make sure.
Yeah. I mean, it could just come down to one good sequence. Like Owen's in on the arm, switching to the triangle.
He's got to secure this.
There you go. I just put my Instagram in the chat.
Back on the inside.
Give your boy a follow, dude. Come on, run it up. Let's go nuts with it. Eco is the best way, in my opinion, to find moves that suit your game. The discovery process and problem solving is the way for me. Drilling is good for when you want to fine tune a move that's already yours. That's a fair point, Rafael Batista. I can kind of agree with that. It's like, you know, honestly, hey, Flow Wrestling, I'm gonna type as loud as I want, boys. You guys know I got that Keychron K2 mechanical. I type fast as hell, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. Anybody want to go head to head with me on the Flow Wrestling team? Words per minute. I know they got Spay out there blogging, thinking he's the man with the blogs and whatnot. Dude, I'll type circles around Spay. Simple as that.
Yeah, they're going to use the timeout.
Is Eco useful with shitty partners? That's a good question. I think, honestly, what we got to do, I think sometime we got to link up with Greg Souders, and we got to do a live where we just talk about Eco, and, you know, we let the chat kind of ask questions. We go all in on the ecological talk on a live stream so that you guys can kind of have direct access to Greg, asking him stuff. I can ask some stuff, and we can kind of run down this whole ecological thing. So if any Corbys are watching, you know, Gavin joined a chat one time. He challenged me to a words per minute type off, so we got to do that. But I think it would be sick to do an ecological live stream with Greg and maybe the Corby bros. Let's set that one up. Everybody send the Corbys and send Greg a message and say Trey from Flow wants to do a live stream talking ecological. I think that would be awesome.
And obviously Declan is the more tired of the two, right? His reactions are going to go and be a little bit slower.
New to the grappling game, what is eco? Ecological training is like, it's like derived from other sports. There's a couple books on it. Greg Souders is kind of like the main voice for it right now. Kid Dale's honestly he's done ecological stuff for a long time. Like, he was one of the original ecological guys, and then Greg has kind of ran with it and used it in like new ways. We got a corner face off right here. The boys flexing. Flow Wrestling said, good luck, bro. Come on, boys. You know, if Flow Wrestling doesn't want this smoke when it comes to typing, all right? You give me my keyboard, you know, and we'll post up in the office and we'll do a type off. Who you send? Well, let's do a squads. Hey, Flow Wrestling, let's do a squads typing challenge, content creation challenge. Who you guys send out there? We only got 4 people on the grappling team. So our squad is going to be me, Reed, Joe, and Slack. And we need you guys to put up 4 of your best content creators for a Flow Wrestling versus Flow Grappling squads.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of pushing Moody around at the moment.
You should be able to send pics. I'll go accept your chat real quick. Send me a chat.
For Moody to run the clock a little bit in the standing. Oh, little slip there.
He's projecting confidence in
Yeah, he
and
is.
kind of swagger in the...
Yeah, he's getting around. Going for that inside
No,
trip.
he
And he
Gets the
catches it.
takedown.
It's not only Americans who can wrestle, you know.
I mean, that's a beautiful inside trip. It's very rare that we see.
All right, I just messaged you back, Andrew.
Interesting as well.
All right, you guys are sitting out Spay, CP, Bray, and Kozak. And we're in for it? Come on now. Spay, CP, Bray, and Kozak? So you guys are leaving off the freaking young princes, huh? No Tyler, no JD, no Connor Petros. All right, you guys want the old heads. All right, let's do it then.
Really want to see O'Flanigan slow the pace down.
He's already in on the heel hook.
Oh, and then we got Owen O'Flanigan coming in, getting him low HP. The sub, Owen O'Flanigan, just a dog. Let's rewind that. How did Declan go down? Did Declan pull? Oh, don't tell me. Owen took him down, bro.
Yeah, he's getting around.
Oh, the inside trip. And he wants the two. Hey, Flow Wrestling, rate that takedown. Rate that takedown for us, Flow Wrestling.
It's very rare that we see Owen passing, which is interesting as well.
Quillian said he's got me beat words per minute. Trust. Got to put your money where your mouth is, dog. How many WPM you pushing? Mid at best? Flow Wrestling said mid? Oh, come on now. Come on now, Flow Wrestling. You ain't got to play coy with it. You can give a little respect to the grappling boys whenever they're hitting takedowns. Which Flow Wrestling guy am I talking to right now?
And he's got it.
Show yourself.
Moody tapped.
Oh, that is worst case scenario for Declan Moody. He worked for 10 minutes to score.
Wrestling guys hate jiu-jitsu takedowns. They give no respect to the jiu-jitsu takedowns. That's what they're holding on to.
Look at this.
The best one is this Tyler.
Yeah, you won't see this, but he's shed tap.
The Flow Wrestling guys are gonna be mad at me. They're gonna be like, "What do you mean? Do we say the best one and you just immediately say Tyler?"
So, Owen O'Flanigan.
I'm just kidding. I love the Flow Wrestling guys.
Your hook submission from Team Polaris, Owen
I just know Tyler has access to the YouTube.
They're going to go to Wojcik.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, if Wojcik can get the submission, he's in the lighter group, right? So that's a good.
Let's do a Flow Wrestling versus Flow Grappling squads and actually grapple.
Possibly if Wojcik.
You guys will be taking us down left and right. That's for sure.
Very short.
Until we send out Joey Gilps out there, Maryland's finest, put you guys on your back.
Kind of just getting back in the
Maybe mix in a judo throw on you. Freaking airflow grappling. Hope you guys bought a ticket, because you'll be flying one way or another.
So we did see Chris Wojcik once in
All right, so 2 more points for Owen O'Flanigan. Now we got Chris Wojcik versus Owen. Yeah, let's just do takedowns. Takedowns only. All right. Flow Grappling versus Flow Wrestling, takedowns only.
Trials finalist.
Loser leaves town.
Veteran, 4th place at 2024.
All right, so now Owen O'Flanigan's got 4 points total for
His footlock game
Team WNO. He's the current team leader.
Win in December over Oliver Tarza, where he just dominated from top position. Just great passing, great positional control.
I missed a point somewhere. Declan should have 3 points now, I believe.
Scoops up one of the legs, falls back, and he'll fall back into the kind of Z-lock position. And that is such a tricky position to get out of.
It's Wojcik who's really pushing the pace here.
Yo, Tyler, if this is you, you want to call me right now and you can talk on the live stream?
Tugs and feints.
Give me on the horn, Tyler. If this is Tyler representing Flow Wrestling, give me a call right now and I'll play your audio into the mic.
I don't know if you heard that at home, but somebody shouted, use the shaved part of his head for grip.
Yeah, I think that was Declan Moody.
So Wojcik trying to threaten these ties.
Yeah, Wojcik's been pretty aggressive with his movement at the moment. Owen
Not Tyler, but he's cool. All right, I don't know who it is then. Connor Petros,
Yeah, and this is
JD, Spay, might be CP.
Kinda, like after his match with Tarza, he kind of said, y'all didn't think I could do that. And it's not that he can't do it, it's just he never had to do it in competition because he just
Honestly, whoever it is, hit me on the horn, you know? Give me on the horn.
position now.
And honestly, anyone in the chat who has my number, if you have my number, you can call me right now and I'll put you on air. I don't know how a lot of you would have my number. I hope it's just not out there like that.
See a kip into a leg entanglement.
But look at Chris Wojcik here, huh? Who said Chris Wojcik can't pass?
I mean, they have met once before.
Passed
and
him
it was a
out.
decision win for Wojcik.
But this is also where Owen O'Flanigan just being a silly goose. You know, sometimes if you're a silly goose, you got to jump in the water. Owen O'Flanigan just kind of being a silly goose at this point. He's racked up his points for the team. He's got 4 points. And I think he's just kind of like, he's just chilling a little bit. He's like, yeah, whatever. And I think he would tell you the same.
It's 2 minutes left to go still. So there's plenty of time.
Oh, dang. I just got the
Yeah, I mean, he's still looking for
picks, Drew.
offensive positions.
Your baby's submitting this little caterpillar. Just an absolute dog already, huh? What's that? Is that a side rear naked or maybe a Ruotolotine? That's good stuff right there. Oh man, just got it locked up.
Even if he does lose this match, he's still up by 1
Yup.
overall.
That kiddo's got promise. You gotta get that kid on the competition circuit immediately.
Right now he's up +4 on the scoreboard, so even if he loses, +3.
Gonna be the next ADCC youth champion.
What he's cost them. That's a high score in anyone's book on the squads format. Thanks again to all our sponsors, including, of course, Venom, who are bringing you this fight. Venom, the biggest brand in combat sports.
But yeah, Chris Wojcik putting it on here.
Pressure from Wojcik here.
He wanted to showcase that he is not just a leg locker, and I think he's doing that.
Giving him something to think about with the lower body.
Just over a minute to go here. Chris definitely up on the judges' scorecards as he looks to pass again.
Like we talked about this earlier, but I think that is a real thing where Chris Wojcik, he got pegged as a leg locker, but I mean, I think the origins of Chris is like he is like a wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. Carl Thomas, do they wear gum shields like mouthpieces? I think they just do if they want to. They don't have to, but some guys probably do, some guys don't. Like Owen O'Flanigan doesn't have one, but I think Chris Wojcik might.
Yeah, I think
Are you guys mouthpiece guys or not whenever you roll? Historically, I've never been a mouthpiece guy, but I cracked the enamel in the back of my teeth, and my girlfriend's a dentist, and so she's my dentist, and I went there, and she was like, you cracked your enamel, you have to start wearing a mouthpiece. And normally, I would have tried to claim that it wasn't because of jiu-jitsu and that it was something else, and I would argue that I shouldn't wear a mouthpiece still, but I just so happened to get kneed in the face like 2 days before that, just knees square to the teeth. And so I was like, I probably don't have a great argument here. I probably did crack my teeth doing jiu-jitsu. So I've been wearing a mouthpiece. Chris Wojcik with the dub there. That's a point for him. Brings the score to 8-10 in favor of Team Polaris.
But it still keeps Team Polaris up 10-8.
yeah, it looks like Mayum's coming out.
Now we're into the final 30 minutes here, sorry.
And now from Team Polaris, Mayum Marcus.
Owing money to the girlfriend is the worst. Yeah, true, dude. It's kind of, she's running a racket over there. I gotta go pay my girlfriend to get freaking dental work. That's the worst thing ever. Now I owe my girlfriend money and I had to go to the dentist. Like, I'm not a fan of the dentist.
70 kilos. Wojcik's under 77, so he's probably cutting to that.
It's going to be Wojcik immediately on the legs.
She's also always checking my gums for the, you know,
Super dynamic.
trying to monitor like nicotine pouch usage and telling me my gums are looking. She can tell where I put it and stuff like that. I'm like, man, what happened to a little privacy? What happened to a little privacy in a relationship, you know? A little something that's just my own.
Yeah, I mean, this is how you tire out someone with a good guard on the bottom, right? You make them constantly move side to side.
We got Mayum versus Chris. But this matchup is,
Because he's so far on the outside, it becomes very hard.
this one's interesting because Chris did cut for this one. He went minus 80 kilos. And so this is both minus 80 kilo guys. So there's no, even though Chris is way bigger than Mayum, there's no extra point if Mayum submits him.
Nice leg drag position.
So same weight class. Also, a funny tidbit about this, on the flight out, What do you think of those cheap Ruxum over-the-counter guards that you heat and shape? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just got a mouth guard off of Amazon that you heat and shape. Kind of my whole life I've been molding mouth guards just that you buy and put in boiling water and then go directly in your mouth, you know, when your dad's like, no, you got to put it in now while it's still hot, and it's just like burning your mouth. So I just bought one off of Amazon. That was cheap. I have like a lightweight one because I don't really want like a bulky mouthpiece. You still got to breathe and everything, but there's some good ones. I'm just worried about the bare minimum when it comes to the mouth guard. You know, I'm not trying to go out there and buy the nicest, best mouth guard. So, but when on the flight out to Polaris, me and Reed flew from Austin to London, direct flight, and then we drove from London to Cardiff. And Cardiff was like an hour outside of where the actual event was taking place in some really small Welsh towns in South Wales. But on the flight, Chris Wojcik sat right next to me. So it was me in the aisle, and then Chris Wojcik had a middle seat, and then another guy. And so me and Chris Wojcik, you know, we just cuddled up the whole flight. I think he was still cutting weight, so you know, he was a little bit of an alley cat. If you guys know me, you know I love alley cats. This is the Alley Cats Anonymous. But he was just cruising, middle seat. I was trying to impress him though. I raw dogged the flight. 9 hours. Never turned on the back of the seat TV. I just looked dead ahead. Tried to look like I was a real tough guy. You know what I mean? Just tried to impress him with just how I did nothing that entire flight. I did sneak a headphone in on the far side ear. So I was trying to low-key put a headphone in so that he wouldn't see it to maintain my raw dog status. And I was hoping he would tell my story a little bit, you know, like, man, Trey's hardcore, bro. He didn't do anything that whole flight. Just sat perfectly still, stared straight ahead. So if you guys see Chris Wojcik, ask him about how awesome I was on the flight. I did try to cuddle with him a couple times. He politely denied, shifted his weight to the other armrest. But, you know. And then Declan Moody was the row in front of me on the far side aisle. I was hoping Declan would watch some like crazy stuff so I could tell stories, but I'm pretty sure he watched like Goodfellas and something else, you know. He was also aware of the situation and wanted to, you know, didn't want to watch the Barbie movie or anything so that I wouldn't come on here and tell you guys he watched the Barbie movie. I wouldn't do that. You know, I wouldn't expose him for watching the Barbie movie. Declan, if you want to watch the Barbie movie, watch the Barbie movie, brother. More power to you.
Make him tired in these positions. It's going to make it very...
You can't breathe when you have a mouth guard in? Yeah. That's why you got to get like a lightweight one. And eventually you kind of get used to it.
From Team Polaris, though, you've got Lucas Canard. Or
Santeri, yeah.
My worry with potentially bringing a Lucas Canard in if Wojcik wins this one is that they just sit and they both just trade footlocks. Yeah. And it's you know, it wastes the energy deficit potentially that Wojcik has got here.
Who you guys got in this? Who you think takes the decision so far, Mayum or Chris Wojcik?
Wojcik's going to pick up the win here, but he really needed that submission.
Yeah, you got to breathe through your nose.
Well, Brazilian needs a pass. He's got 15 seconds to do it.
This does mean if he does take the win, then we'll be up by 2. You see Mayum really throwing those legs by.
I got a banged up nose though, to be honest. I think I need like nose surgery. I got a really bad deviated septum and whatnot. You're taking Wojcik? Now, to be honest, I do remember the result of this one. And I thought Chris Wojcik won as well. But they gave the decision to Mayum. I don't know about this one. I thought this one was questionable. I thought this was one of the questionable decisions of the event, and obviously it's in a huge scoring moment as well. Because Chris Wojcik gets the win there by decision. Now the score is 9-10. WNO's only down 1 point. That kind of changes a lot. But they gave the decision to Mayum, and so that puts it 8-11. Mayum's in the lower weight class, so that means, you know, the max somebody can score on Mayum right here is 2 points. They can't get the bonus point. So that you know, that was a huge moment right there for the scoring wise. So it's like obviously you guys are going to see how this plays out, but it would make sense, right, to send out a big guy because you can't get the small guy, big guy bonus points, so you might as well just send out a big boy, try to get the win there, and that's exactly what WNO does here with sending out Devonte. But that's a huge moment, dude. As far as the score goes, that is a huge moment. Making it go instead of 9-10, now it's 8-11. No possibility for the 3-point right here. I think there's still obviously DeAndre and Gavin.
A little bit of controversy, maybe.
Yeah, next event in America, that was crap. That's right, boys. Come on. Well, hey, Polaris, bro. Come on now. You doing it to the Americans like that? Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that was a really close match. I did think Chris was winning, but you know, I'm not a judge for a reason. I'm not the judge, jury, nor executioner. So who am I to say? I'm just a mere lad. And now Gavin just mean mugging, and Gavin knew something was afoot. Gavin knew there was something going on. Lock in, Gavin. Gavin's locked in, brother. Mayum's tired. Right now we got big Devonte, the tank himself, going out there. You guys know what WNO needs here. WNO needs a submission from Devonte. Get that score back close.
Yeah, Devonte needs to make sure that he keeps this in the mat. Like he's pushing forwards a lot, and it keeps going out of bounds. It's just going to keep getting reset.
That's exactly
Well,
what
I mean,
him once.
yeah, at a certain point, though, the ref is going to have to call it for...
I mean, like, Devonte's twice his size. How's he going to stop?
Devonte just hucking him. A little off the mat. Now we're going to get a reset. You guys know how it is. Resets are always fair. They always work out well. Both guys, you know, get exactly what they want in a reset. Psych. Somebody always loses a reset, and there's always a debate.
Reset position is...
So I think we're going to go into a little bit of arbitration here. Everybody arguing where the hands actually were.
I don't think he had that.
He did not have
that Kimura grip either. And if he fights it too much, they're going to stand him back up and he'll lose the whole...
Mayum saying, nah, 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 nah. But Devonte's also saying, nah, 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 nah. So who do you listen to in this situation?
Oh, he's saying he had the wrist grip.
Yeah.
Can we get a replay?
We could potentially get a replay. Well, looks like they've agreed.
So he's got the seatbelt with the wrist grip. Takes the back. And then right here, Greg Saunders is just yelling, crush anything under your arm. So Devonte's just got a big dog here.
This is payback time.
He's got it locked up, just on the nose, dude. Oh my gosh. You don't want Devonte just crushing your face with a fully locked rear naked. But yeah, he gets the dub there.
Notches up the rear naked choke victory and does it in double quick time as well. So
Yeah. So now we're going to get a...
So that submission puts Devonte at 4 points individually. 4 points total for Team WNO. Now he's the new highest scorer on Team WNO.
you've got both Corbays still to come.
Yeah. Corby's.
Corby, sorry, and Lucas Lera as well.
Yeah, it looks like Lucas is warming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by rear naked choke submission from WNO,
Boom.
Devonte Johnson.
So 10 to 11.
And Devonte Johnson brings it back with him reaching range, just 1 point down. And if he can pick
Was
up
Mayum's
victory
lip
in
busted?
this
Oh, I'm actually not sure.
against Lucas
I mean,
Canard,
probably, right?
Welcome from Team Polaris, Lucas Canard.
a very difficult thing to do to pick up a win there. But if
Then they send out Lucas Canard.
really interesting.
This is the 5th different member of Team Polaris that Devonte Johnson has fought tonight.
And it's all going to come down to
Yeah, he did eat it for a bit, but
leg entanglement.
I mean, he's done a good job of, like, collapsing those knees.
I mean, that's brutal. You don't want Devonte just crushing your face.
Good for Devonte.
This is interesting because
All right, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. You guys enjoy Devonte versus Lucas Canard. Drew, I'm putting you in charge. Drew is in charge, so anything he says goes.
and he beat 2 of them.
You guys don't be acting up while I'm gone, all right? Don't be getting rowdy in the chat while I'm gone, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to check on you guys.
Scoop that leg as well. You see
I got to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the match audio up a little higher.
Got to keep the legs far away.
Yeah, into the
Close
close guard.
guard.
Nice tactic. It gives him better access to the legs.
Yeah, he's probably going to scoop to a K guard here.
Yeah, you'd expect. He's also trying for wrist locks as well. I think he popped his wrist.
Something sounded a bit dodgy there, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm
Well, nobody is acting like anything happened, so...
and he's going for it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really cheeky wrist lock you can do when they cross grab.
Not only that, it's, you know, how do you rack up sort of points, hypothetical
Right.
points in it on the judges' scorecard
Yeah, you
in the
threat.
close guard without opening your legs?
Yeah, it's not like you can go for collar jokes, right?
Exactly.
Wrist locks it is.
Well, Lucas
Interesting that he chose to
voluntarily
open
opens.
that. I think he was struggling to get access to the lower legs. Devonte was just framing in his armpits and framing on his neck and making it difficult for him to get in, I think.
You know, one of the things you're going to see from Johnson, right, is he had such a huge period of time in kind of that IBJJF rule set before no-gi really became the kind of scramblier version that it is now, right? So his positional fundamentals and staying safe and, and foundation are exceptional.
Yeah,
And that's going to be hard to break down.
Were you guys behaving? Were you guys behaving while I was gone? Drew, give me the report. Was everybody behaving?
Trying to get those legs connected,
Yeah.
staying tight, shutting down the hips. But really what he needs is a secure pass, which is so difficult to get on Canard.
Yeah, he's so good at like kind of finding these positions where he can
Everybody
invert
better be behaving.
and then reframe.
I see that power went straight to your head, Drew. Everyone bow down to me. Respect. If you get the smallest sliver of power in this world, you take it.
Between the teams.
Owen's
Sampling, you a short king? You asking me or you asking Drew?
How much they talk to each
They
other.
talk to each other and they are trying to get under each other's skin. He's got it again.
It's going to be scoring, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Dude, there was a moment here. I don't know if it was on one of those wrist locks or maybe a little earlier. Dude, there was this crazy moment where Lucas Canard was going on a wrist lock on Devonte from his guard, and there was the loudest pop I've ever heard from a wrist lock. Just an absolute snap of a wrist lock. I don't know exactly what happened. I think Lucas Canard said it was Devonte's thumb or something, but it was insane how loud the pop was.
To get his scoop grip with the left arm underneath the leg, and he's really focused on that and trying to prevent it.
Drew to see if he deserves a bow. Do you want him to be a short king for the bow or not?
Again, but this is not getting him anywhere on the scorecards at all.
Yeah, just over a minute to go now, and Devonte Johnson needs to...
Defending in close guard.
Yeah, he needs to get out of these legs, and he needs to do something significant.
Yeah, you see Lucas again trying to invert towards that leg. The other thing that Lucas is doing is using this sit-up position to kind of jump his hips underneath.
How are you guys scoring this one so far? You guys scoring it for Canard or for Devonte?
Same position again.
Yeah, same position again.
They want him to
3 times
lift
we've
the
seen
hips
it
up.
now.
But again, like he's just trying to collapse him, and all he's looking for is that scoop grip.
And as soon as he steps in, Canard underhooks the leg, and then he jumps on that leg.
Yeah.
I still think this is somewhat tricky to score, though. I mean, 20 seconds left.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think Devonte has really done a lot.
I don't think he's
in all
threatened
honesty.
anything deep
He
enough
hasn't
to...
threatened anything.
Yeah.
He's just been framing away, like avoiding contact. And like Lucas has been the one that's trying to push forwards. He's trying to scoop those legs. Like here, he's doing it again. He's working on his straight
nice
arm bar.
bite as well. Final 10 seconds. Trying to leave an impression in the judge's mind.
And it could be something as insignificant as the little wrist locks from inside of the closed guard that...
Yeah, I mean, they were effective.
All right, who you guys got?
You force a defense of some description, it's worth it, isn't it?
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision from Team Polaris,
Lucas Canard.
So Lucas
All right,
Canard
10-12.
picks up the win.
Very, very pivotal matches from here on out. We're at 73 minutes total.
Yeah, no timeout though for.
Right, and then send out the man who took out Lucas Canard.
Does Team
last
Polaris have
round,
66 guys left?
Lucas Lera.
I can't remember at this point. We're sending out Lucas Lera. So that's the second time we've seen Lucas versus Lucas. And again, I hope Lucas wins. Lucas Canard's now racked up 3 points for the team.
Sorry, Lucas Lera. He took out Lucas Canard and then immediately lost.
So far for each, look at that little foot sweep to get things going and some heavy collar ties. Just freaking getting nasty with the collar ties. Lucas Lera ain't afraid to, ain't afraid to make some enemies there on the mats. But so far, highest scores for each team. We got Devonte with 4 points, Declan with 3, and then Lucas, Christian, and DeAndre with 1. And then on Polaris, we got Owen with 4, Lucas Canard with 3, Owen Jones with 3, and then Taylor and Mayum with 1.
Both Corby brothers, and they're the two people he beat in the first half.
I'm pretty sure in this one, Owen was really going at Lucas Lera from the corner, Owen O'Flanigan, and Lucas Lera was talking back to him. I think he told him to shut up at one point. So that Polaris corner, they're good with getting in the head of the opposing team while the match is going on. They're just constantly making jokes, taking the piss out of each other.
He clears it here. Trying to get it. And Lera straight back in.
Yeah, I'd sit down too, bro.
It's not a bad thing,
He needs
right?
it. He needs it. You can't wait 4 matches for Canard to get tired before you start putting the pace in. And you've got
Owen Jones and Owen O'Flanigan kept trying to say that Lucas Lera was running in this one, that he was like kicking out of the leg entanglements and running and stuff. Kept saying that boy was doing a marathon. I disagree. I think that's a fine thing to say in the moment to try and sway the judges and get in Lucas Lera's head. But it's like, bro, what do you want him to do? Just sit there and eat a leg lock? Like, nah, bro. He like disentangles, kicks out, and then re-engages each time. Like, he's not running.
Almost underneath that leg, really forcing a big reaction out.
If you guys have a differing opinion, let me know.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad.
Only thing Americans can do is shout USA. Yeah, right. So, first of all, it's all we need to do. And second of all, we can do more than that. We can do more than that, I promise, Carl.
Well, he knows that should he be successful in this match, there's only one person left for him to face on Team Polaris before the order gets reset. That's Santi Lilius. But yeah, you would say at this point it is...
Lucas Canard he's got a Wolverine look to him too. Gotta respect that. Lucas Canard gotta have one of the best hair-beard combos in the game. Do you guys know a grappler out there with a better hair-beard combo? You let me know, but I think Lucas Canard might be pound for pound #1 hair-beard combo.
He's got his whoop on there, making sure he's getting his steps in.
That's what he's yeah. Well, he's not going to know if he turns it up because he hasn't got his whoop on anymore.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
For future Polarises, what kind of if they keep doing this brand versus brand kind of style of squads, what other brands do you want to see go up against Polaris or anyone else really? Like BJJ Stars, I think, could put together a really sick squad. PGF would be a little bit of a cross promotion, like they're not necessarily on Flow, but imagine PGF puts together a squad to represent. FloGrappling said me. Who's watching from the FloGrappling account saying me? Is that Reed? Reed switched over to the Flow account? Or Slack? Is it Slack? Slack's got a nice beard. He's got like the buzz cut beard. That's a good look. Bro, the shaved mustache and stand up. That's a good point. Sin 2-3 years shaved mustache.
Lucas getting that bite on the leg, forcing that retreating from other Lucas.
Well, Lera has managed to get away every single time, but he's literally had to flee 6 feet across the mat to do so. We're into the final minute of this bout.
I feel like Marcus Buchecha got a nice set. He's got a good... Does Buchecha have a beard? Okay, he does, doesn't he? Let me look. Yeah, he's got a nice...
Lucas is working on that one leg.
He keeps it like he keeps like that faded beard look, But also, bro, it's just Buchecha. Like Buchecha's he's just got it all. What do you get the man that has it all, But he shaves it sometimes. Sorry about that. Sorry for the cough.
I'm really not sure now. Now I'm looking at how many times he's forced a complete and utter retreat from.
It's a lot,
from
and he's
Lera.
really forced him to run away.
And that's the thing. It's not like a defense is straight back in. It's like literally, it's like I'm going to flee the entire engagement.
Cade Ruotolo might just straight up have the best hair in jiu-jitsu.
Very, very close match, and
WNO need that win.
they do with all to play for.
Yeah, really.
Adam Wardzinski, I guess, would also be up there.
You're wondering,
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision from
And deep cut Bill Watts. Lucas Lera with the dub there.
Lucas Lera is going to pick it up, and he gets the second decision win of the night over Lucas Canard.
So that gives him 2 points for Team WNO.
Judges are working on a computer system, so
Who are they going to send out now? They're going to send out Owen O'Flanigan again? Ooh, Santiri, the Finnish tank.
yeah,
Lucas Lera,
it's
gonna
going
take
to
on
be
the loss.
Santeri.
member of the Polaris Superstar Squad.
And representing Team Polaris, Santi.
So now we're kind of getting to short time. Only time for a few more matches when it comes to the 90-minute clock.
Only had one match.
We got Santiri going out. I believe,
Lost to Devonte
if I'm not mistaken, that Team Polaris has no more 60-kilo guys that they can
He
send.
was in that deep choke for a little bit,
That is true.
but yeah, he should be the fresher of the two.
But I can't remember. It's hard. I can't remember if Owen Jones went already this half or not.
Recovered from his pile driver into the.
But Taylor already went. Mayum already went.
Solid leg.
Yeah, Owen went. He fought Declan. So, yeah, they're... So,
Wow.
ooh, he's trying the Connie Basami.
Again on his head
He's
as
tripped
well.
on his head yet again. Trying
Can't
to
fully get into it. Switching off to the other leg. Nice movement there. But Santiri trains with Mateusz Jasinski and those Polish guys. So you know he's pretty hip to the leg lock game.
Another win here.
Yeah.
If he can dig deep and get another victory here.
So thinking about the strategy at this point.
You win one, you lose one.
All right, let's put on our big brains and maybe some glasses and really get into the strategy.
Potentially.
Yeah. Depending on if
Polaris has no more under 80-kilo guys.
Yeah.
And
Santiri's like
WNO still has DeAndre and Gavin Corby.
leg lock game. He's always with
We're down 1 point.
the leg lock cam guy.
So if Santiri wins this, Polaris goes up 2 points.
you know, a little over
If
half his
Lucas Lera wins it, then it's tied, which is obviously puts us in a great spot. But if Santiri wins it, they'll be up 2.
Knees down.
But we still have DeAndre and Gavin, who we can send out with potentially a 3-point swing. So even if Lucas wins this one, we could send out DeAndre or Gavin. If they're able to submit Santiri, then that takes the lead for who's number 1 late into the matchup, with only time for a couple more matches.
Or to recover either.
So not a horrible place to be if you're who's number 1, but also, you know, a lot of ground to cover, no doubt.
Use their team captain, because if they do somehow manage to pull it back and square it, then
And Santiri's obviously a tank, so it's like, you know, that's not an easy submission, even if he's tired. And this is only his first match out, so if Santiri wins, whoever's going to get him next
Kick collar ties from
is going to have a relatively fresh Santiri.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Lera sort of adrenaline dumped as well, because he came out and went after Canard.
Yeah.
Right. At the
You guys want to place a bet on Polymarket right now? Is Lucas Lera going to go for another Connie Basami?
Santeri punching that underhook, goes for the knee
Ooh,
tap.
he almost did. Almost tried a little step over armbar, too.
In as well.
Throwing him into a table. Little knee tap into the table.
Throws it to the table.
Little Finnish love.
Probably a bit better awareness of the mat space.
Yeah, Santeri should have kept him in bounds. Like, and now he's got to do all that work to get.
We're talking about best beard hair combos. Santiri is up there as well.
minutes to go. Everything to play for here.
Oh, and he goes again.
Oh.
Counter from Lera.
Yeah, but
Tried to
Lera's
counter with a little Uchimata. Lucas Lera's got some wrestling, too.
slower to react.
Yep.
Don't sleep on Lucas Lera's wrestling, especially his ability to kind of counter wrestle and then also enter the legs off of it.
For those shots, he's got to keep trying to pummel that left underhook.
Yeah,
There
he's
he
doing
goes.
so well at punching that underhook. He should keep going back to it, but now he should
A
bring
deep
it back
underhook,
into the
though.
mat.
He's definitely going to go Kami Basami from there.
Here for,
This could be
Or just enter the legs.
Try and
He
get
could
deep on
also-
this.
could also get smashed.
He could also get smashed down.
This could be
Getting
a
into
big
the knee
moment.
bar.
I'm missing the football semifinal for this.
Very calmly stepping
Bro,
up
the Super Bowl's not till Sunday.
Potential toe hold
You aren't
here.
missing
He's
nothing.
going for it.
He's putting it
He's
on.
putting it up.
Oh, unless you're talking soccer, but we call it soccer around here.
they're not happy about the stoppage, but
They have to stop when
They
they
have
go
to
off the
stop when
mat.
they go off the mat.
But thank you for tuning in, Carl. I'm glad. I'm glad you're missing the semifinal for this. Appreciate the support, brother. Thanks for tuning in. You're the man. So we got a minute left in this match. That's going to put it at 83 minutes on the overall clock, which means there's going to be time for one full match and then a partial match. So this is crunch time. We need some points on the board for the away team, a.k.a. Team WNO.
Here's the thing. If Lera were to win this, then Team Polaris have their entire roster to choose from. Against
and
a
again,
very
very
fatigued.
tired
So
Lera.
you send an Owen out again.
Yeah, you're sending Owen.
Ooh.
Flanagan,
Oh,
not
straight
Jones.
ankle lock here.
Yeah.
Santeri's just stout, dude.
22 seconds left. He's trying to keep all that weight on that right foot.
Yeah,
Keep
he's
the
looking
base
for that
strong.
leg drag.
They're saying this. I've lost track of who's probably ahead in this one. I mean, there's a lot of good wrestling from.
I don't know.
Ilias,
That's hope.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you guys got in the decision for this one?
Unable to get a bite there.
Santeri or Lucas Lera? I remember who wins it, but who are you guys taking? Who do you think gets the decision here? Yeah, that was sick for sure. Andrew Spay. What the heck's Andrew Spay doing in the chat? Santeri with the Dubski.
Terry takes the win.
he takes it.
11-13.
Bit of an interesting position here.
Yo, Spay,
Points ahead, however, we have
you want to go head to head with me with for a type off?
We do.
See who's got the real WPM in the office?
submission. They're still in the game.
Yeah, they're sending out.
All right. They're sending out DeAndre Corby. Now, this was, I think, the strategy for Team WNO. I was sitting in the corner of WNO for this one, filming them boys, putting that camera right up in their face, just being abrasive as hell. I got to get the shot by any means necessary. And the Corbys and Greg Souders were talking, and they were like, the Corbys wanted Santeri. I think this was kind of the plan all along to kind of, get it down to where potentially DeAndre or Gavin could submit Santeri in order to give the team the win. And so now it's like, they got what they wanted, so that now we just have to deliver. We got IBJJF in the chat. They said, "Sup, Trey? What's up, boys, over at the IBJJF?" IBJJF got some big stuff coming. Obviously, Euros was a huge success. That was an awesome event to watch. I was live streaming that one, had a lot of fun. And then we got the IBJJF Absolute Nogi Grand Prix coming up. When is it? February 28th? If I'm not mistaken. Let me double check the dates on that.
I mean, the thing is, he effectively has to win 2 decisions.
February 26th. So February 26th, the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix. That one is shaping up to be a banger. I'm flying out to Long Beach for that one. I'm excited to be there. Yeah, I think you guys have put together an amazing bracket. Also some electric super fights. So I'm stoked for that. Shout out the IBJJF. Thank you guys for joining in the chat. I appreciate that. It means a lot. America First Jacobs. America is taking over jiu-jitsu. The username checks out on that one. Andrew Spay, BJJ takeover time. Brother, it's been taken over, Spay. It's been taken over. Go ahead and flip sides. Leave the dark side of Flow Wrestling. Join the good side of Flow Grappling. We'll gladly have you. We can start using your ChatGPT driven blogs over on the Flow Grappling side of things. I'm just kidding. I can tell Trey's a true patriot for sure, dude. Got to ride with the hometown team, Yeah, February 26th. Spay said, "What is everyone's favorite BJJ move?" Mine is the omoplata. Spay, you don't know how to do an omoplata. But yeah, February 26th, make sure everybody, watches that IBJJ Absolute Grand Prix. I won't be live streaming that one because I'm going to be there live and in the flesh, and boy, oh boy, am I excited. We got the Grand Prix is going to have Michael Pixley, Victor Hugo, Marlon Tajik, Nick Hartman. A lot going on right now, so I can't remember everyone off the top of my head, but it's absolutely stacked bracket. It's a few dudes who just got their black belts after this recent Nogi Worlds, Nick Hartman, Marlon Tajik, and Michael Pixley, and now they're going up against some tried and true veterans. Super exciting guys across the board. So hats off to IBJJF putting that bracket together. I think you know, did a great job with established guys as well as up and comers who are just kind of making their black belt debuts, and he's going to be electric. Spey was only ever working at Flow Wrestling so he get closer to Flow Grappling. Hell yeah. Spey's a mole, dude. Freaking. Are you guys just in the office right now watching the live stream? Are the Flow Wrestling dudes just sitting at HQ, just tuned in? That's what I'm talking about. That's the support we needed. But look at DeAndre here taking the back. He's got a minute and 50 seconds to try and submit Santi here for a big point swing.
So critical. Santeri's done a good job of clearing that one hook. Now he's starting to get his hips higher.
I mean, this is quite literally in any permutation.
I'm more of a go-go Plata guy. Go bring our troops home. Amen. That's right, brother. Bring them home. Bring them home.
Even if he wins again.
The entire company is around my computer cheering your name. That's what I like to see, dude. Let's go. Sing my praises. Call Mark Flo. Get Mark Flo on the horn right now. Tell him to tune in. We got something special cooking here on the live stream. This is also a point in the event, though, where, you know, you're watching that overall time, that 87 minutes just ticking up, and it's like, oh my God. Even if DeAndre should get the decision here, without a doubt, I would say. But even if he gets the decision, we're only going to have time for one more partial match. And so it's like, it's nerve-wracking, because it's like, you see time kind of dwindling away. You know, less and less opportunity for points to be on the board.
It's fairly easy when you're an elite competitor, right?
But we got these WNO boys got to get it done. Get him with a wrist lock.
We're going for that wrist lock again.
20 seconds left.
Jacob could never do a normal plata. Yeah, right, Spey. Jacob would do whatever he wants to you, Spey. Get real. Watch, I'm going to hit you with a drive-by get real. Get real. Get real. You hear that? That's a drive-by get real for Andrew Spey. Andrew Spey blocked me on Twitter. That's messed up.
A 2-point win for Team Polaris.
All right. So DeAndre should get the win there. That's going to put it up 12-13 for Team Polaris with 2 minutes left. So I believe that's enough time to actually have a decision in the final match. So it's kind of all coming down to this. Spey said, isolate one arm, create an ankle with your hips. That's high-level stuff. You guys haven't been creating an ankle with your hips? Simple as. Simple as. Now he's quoting the Kid Cudi song. Simple as that for your simple ass. Spey not a patriot. Go ahead and fire it off in the chat. Spey's not a patriot, boys. Spey is not a patriot. He's a Dagestan guy. Spey loves Dagestan. All right, so they send out Taylor Pearman. This is a team captain's match. Interesting thing about this, if DeAndre is able to tie it, then these two are going to have to run it back and immediately fight again for the tiebreaker. So a little bit of a wild strategy by Team Polaris to send out the team captain, knowing that if DeAndre is able to get the decision here, that ties it, and these dudes are going to have to run it back, and they're going to have to do a super fight to decide the tiebreaker.
He's getting the foot, manages to escape out of the position.
Taylor's up.
Yeah.
1 minute 15 left.
But he got that. It was a tight position, and he got it fast, and he's scrambling.
Taylor's just so good at off balancing. Look at him, just constantly has DeAndre going side to side, putting his hands on the mat. You gotta respect that game. You just gotta respect it.
Attacking the different leg entries.
And you guys know me. You know I'm repping WNO. So I you know, this is a big moment. I was sitting on the edge of my seat. I was thinking, you know, do you guys need me to go out there? You guys need me to get one for the home team?
And it has ended up being close, you know. It was a three,
I mean,
they've not
really
been
brought it
out
back
of
in
reach
well.
at any point.
No. I mean, they're winning the second round.
Yeah, Taylor working on those legs again. DeAndre did a great job of switching from one side.
But it's like really watching this, like DeAndre just can't get anything going because Taylor is just constantly off balancing him, kind of dictating
well at pummeling those legs.
the exchanges right now. Only 5 seconds left. This is not what you want to see. Gets the sweep late, comes up.
And that's probably going to do it.
Almost certainly.
And I don't know how this one is going to go. I don't think it's going to go in favor of the boys.
Yeah, 14 to 12 for Team Polaris.
Gentlemen, your winner by decision, Team Polaris, Taylor.
Taylor gets the dub. Taylor gets the dub. Team Polaris gets the win.
Pearman gets it done as team
And you guys know me. I'm a WNO guy. But 1 second. I'll be right back.
Polaris on their home soil. What a great event. Lots of guys going back and forth there. A few standouts. Right after we get the medals and announcements done here, we're going to find out how the captains are feeling. Find out who they vote for most valuable grappler. Gents, do you have a opinion?
Man, that's a tough call. We saw a lot of really.
It's probably got to be Owen, right?
Owen O'Flanigan is plus.
Or
he's got
Owen
Owen
Jones is
Jones.
plus
possibly
four.
Owen Jones.
Kind of won it in that first round for him.
Yeah, I mean that's where the lead kind of came from, right?
You guys know me, all right? You know I was always a WNO guy. Psych, dude. I'm a front runner, baby. You always got to rock with the winning team. Look at that. Oh, he's got the Polaris kit on, dude. Freaking. You know what I mean? I'll switch up on you just like that. I'll just switch up on you. What do you guys think of that? Just repping the Polaris squad's uni after they do it to the boys like that? Sheesh. Sheesh. Done switched up on the hometown team? Just like that? Sheesh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you know what I mean? Look at the boys. Look at them celebrating the win. Beautiful. Beautiful right there, watching the boys celebrating the win.
Going back and forth, right?
I was an underground agent the whole time.
So the team who's number one just can't get it.
Take back what I say about Trey being a patriot. Come on now, don't do me like that.
Because you have guns in America,
You know, you just want to be part of the winning team.
So let me ask you this.
Who you picking, CJI or ADCC? Whew, I don't know. Betrayal. I betrayed the hometown team.
Some good teams to take you guys on.
Oh no.
BJJ Stars maybe? Any other?
Owen O'Flanigan got most valuable grappler. I think he ended up racking up the most points for the boys.
I've never lost on the squads 4-0.
Taylor Pearman had a couple points as well.
I think we'll talk to the guys and see
But
what's
yeah,
gonna happen.
it's like that, you know? It's lonely at the top. It is lonely at the top. They're doing their little celebration. I'll do it with them.
Well, we'll let them go.
Lonely at the top for the boys. What'd you guys think about Polaris squads, huh? Got Josh Palmer looking sharp as can be right there. What'd you guys think? Should we run it back? For sure, he got most valuable trash talking. No doubt about that. Should we run it back? What other squads you guys want to see out there? I think BJJ Stars could put together an electric team. You're right. I think CJI could put together an electric team. CJI and ADCC is like, imagine a team full of ADCC champions, actually. That would be unreal. Like let's speculate on what an ADCC squad would be real quick. Like, do you just send out the champs? Baby Shark, Mika. Who else would you go for minus 80? That'd be the hardest one. Dante Leon, maybe? What do you guys think of that? Dante Leon, Mika, Baby Shark as the under 80 guys. And then Luke Griffith, Philippe Pena. Do you put Philippe Pena? I wonder if he can make minus 95. Sure, he can. Yeah, I don't know. That would be unreal. The Alpha Miami squad. We could run an Alpha Miami squad. That would be sick. Yeah, getting Cade would be crazy. I don't know if he would do it or not, but if Cade would be down, imagine Cade, Mika, and maybe just like maybe Dante. Maybe we keep it like bigger guys, you know, to kind of try and max out that minus 80 kilos division. You don't want too small guys, you know. You still want some big boys in there, but for sure, like Baby Shark or Pato would be cool if we did want a smaller guy. One championship squad. I don't know. Do they have like enough active grapplers that are like competing regularly to really be their own squad? I mean, it's like if they got Cade and Ty, obviously that would be unreal. But yeah, I feel like if BJJ Stars put together a squad, Feppa he'd get the boys, you know? Feppa would make sure all of his guys were on the team. Like honestly, BJJ Stars would probably get Mika. They would convince Mika to be on BJJ Stars. But yeah, it was Polaris getting it done in this one. You know what I mean? Shout out the boys at Polaris. Repping the kit. Just switched up on them just like that. You know what I mean? It's lonely at the top. Lonely at the top. But thank you guys for tuning into this one. I don't think I got any more to say. Kona, you got anything? Any closing thoughts? Kona's pissed off. She doesn't want to say anything. She just wants to go play. Yeah, Eddie Bravo in the mix. Put an EBI squad out there. But thank you guys for tuning into this. Hopefully you enjoyed that replay. You know, make sure if you guys want to watch some more, go to FloGrappling. I think Flo has 5 events this weekend. Let me pull it up real quick. Just this weekend on FloGrappling, we have the IBJJF Sul Americano Crianças, so that's the South American kids. We have Super Cup, which is a new tournament. I believe Leo Vieira is kind of running. Super Cup is on the 7th. Main character Jiu-Jitsu Side Quest number 2 is also this weekend. Long Island Jiu-Jitsu Network Team Series NYC. UIJJ Ocean Trial Milano. So that's an Italian promotion. So tons of jiu-jitsu coming up this weekend. You guys want to tune in, go to FloGrappling.com, watch all of that. Maybe I'll try to stream some of it. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. And then ADCC Trials is February 14th and 15th. Got an ADCC Toronto Open. Another UIJJ. Finishers February 22nd. So watch that one. And then another big one is the IBJJF Absolute Grand Prix, which we talked about earlier. So on February 26th. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm glad I could do another stream for you guys. It's been a lot of fun. You know, leave some comments on this video. Let me know what kind of streams you want me to do next. You know, I'm down to do all kinds of things. I was thinking maybe we should do some streams like tier list streams, stuff like that, where we just rank. We can rank the best submissions in jiu-jitsu, the best takedowns, all kinds of stuff like that. We can go watch some classic historical matches of certain athletes. We can watch old events. Maybe we watch like an old ADCC replay. Maybe we watch CJI replays. You guys just let me know what you want to do. But I always appreciate you guys tuning in. It means a lot to me for you guys to want to kind of join me and watch this stuff. There's nothing better. There's nothing better than just the whole crew joining in, watching some jiu-jitsu together, you know, talking about it, you know, everybody having a good time, relaxing, enjoying this sport that we love so much. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream.